He's not even on. So.
Welcome to the show, guys. If you're just joining us, make sure to hit that upvote button. I would really, really appreciate it. We're gonna have Christian from Theo and Harris joining us soon, and Asheen O'Malley of the Timeless Watch channel said he'll hop on to talk watches as well. So we have a great show coming up. OC over here is freaking out. Oh, we're gonna interview it. Did you get the questions right? I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't got anything. I don't have anything ready. It's just friends talking watches. Just relax. Let's see,
In true timwrite
relax.
fashion, you've done absolutely no preparation whatsoever. You don't
I
even
don't
know
want to.
You don't even know the guy's last name, do you? Never mind.
Wait. No. I do actually. Zeron. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
All right.
Zero. Am I right?
I think it's Zeron or Zeron. Yeah, Zeron.
It's complicated. Zeron. I never heard.
You said Christian Zera. How do you pronounce your name?
We'll ask him how he does. Because I had only one question prepared for Christian. Okay, that's how.
Do you want to tell us what it is? So maybe if he's listening on before he joins, he can prep. So he'll
yeah. You know what the question is?
Yeah. What is it?
When is he changing his YouTube channel name to Christian Zero?
That's right. It's like, which one are you, Theo or Harris?
Right. Yeah. Well, look, listen.
Because people are always confused, right? So just change it to Christian Zeron, and there will be no more confusion.
Listen, I'm afraid that if I ask him that question about whether he's Theo or Harris, he'll actually reach through the screen and slap me in the face, because he probably gets that question all the time, like literally all the time. That is just it's like the Parmigiani Flaurier, right?
Yeah,
with the cheese question.
Why do you call it Theo and Harris? Oh, fuck, again. Do your own research.
Speaking of research,
speaking of
Christian Zeron, welcome to the show.
Zeron, who knows what the fuck?
Fuck you guys. First thing you do is What's up, guys?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy Thursday.
Hey, we're huge fans of your work. Listen, you were, as I'm changing a little bit of my business structure here on YouTube, and when I told my friend Diego that hey, I'm gonna be looking at other YouTubers for inspiration, he's like, man, it's Christian, you gotta go to Christian.
Yeah, I think one of the funny things, and I'm, most of my friends are far better businessmen than I am, which I think I learned from them, but it is a business, and yes. I wouldn't do it for $1 less. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. Okay, and a lot of people do this, for fun, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
But I think a lot of viewers sometimes forget that some folks are doing this for fun, and that's beautiful. But some folks are doing this for money, and that's also very nice, So there's a difference.
And I think it's you struck the right balance between the two.
Because we have fun doing it. We really do have a lot of fun. For Michael and I, all we do is fucking laugh. It's awesome. I love this channel. But it's just there is a business model, so.
You guys are 100% killing it. The chemistry between you and Michael it's just out of this world. I'm trying to kind of do the same thing with OC over here, but man, it's
hard.
He's taking it a little bit too seriously. He's taking it a little bit too serious. He's got questions ready for you. I'm like, dude, you're gonna freak out our guest.
Man. Let your hair down.
Yeah. Hey, I hope you don't mind that I'm gonna drink a White Claw here. I'm gonna join you in.
I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking. So my buddy's like big into like different like kind of rare boozes. I'm not. I grew up drinking like Cutty Sark and Dewar's. Like, so I am not a fancy booze guy, but my buddy is. So he hunted down this High West vodka that they made a couple of years ago. That was only like $16, but not like impossible to get. So I don't know what he paid. He's just a nice guy, and he gave me a couple of bottles. So now I'm sucking that stuff down. It tastes like snow. If snow was alcohol, like it's that good, you know.
Whoa!
But you are a fan. You are a fan of after dinner drinks. You've said that before.
Oh, I mean, I drink. I think what I meant is I drink before and after dinner. You know.
Okay.
Gotcha. But no, so far as collectible and rare stuff on the alcohol end, no, I'm pretty simple. Like my favorite after dinner drink would be like a Spanish like brandy, you know, like that, which like Osborne, like the most affordable thing, you know. Not everything can be, you know, can be rare and collectible. It's like, come on, you know.
Hey, speaking of rare collectibles, we're actually going to have Mr. Oisin O'Malley joining us at some point. At some point, he's a true gentleman. He's like, oh, well, Tim, you got to make sure to give Christian a really nice intro. He didn't want, you know, he didn't want to take out the oxygen from the room, but
plus he's a prima donna and he wants to join late, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Every time I was anywhere with Oisin, he was always very late. So
yeah,
it's he's a very. We lost the audio. Well, you know what? Well, he's.
Okay, you're back.
Hey,
wait a minute. You're black again.
Hey, okay. Something happened to the camera. Okay, we'll get. Here we go. Oh, I think. Hey, but are you on the phone? Because what you can do, you can also, if you flip it sideways, you'll go full screen. There we go. Oh,
all right.
No, we don't have. Oh, okay. It's good. Here we go. Let me read these super chats and we'll continue. PG, $5 super chat. Tim, this may seem a bit personal to ask at the start of your interview, but can you please ask him if we can Theo his Harris? A lot of us are curious.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Hey, it's
you want to suck my cock? Is that what that means?
I mean, use your imagination. I think, see, that says.
I hate to do it, but that might be the first blowjob I've ever turned down.
Hey, you know what? That says more about you than about PG. What does that mean? Theo, your Harris. And we got this $10 super chat from Diego. Diego, that's the gentleman that contacted you, a good friend of the show.
Yeah.
I was a businessman doing business. What a show! Let's go.
Diego's a cool dude. We don't even know each other, like over Instagram a little bit. And like I really make an effort, like when someone like cares enough to follow my account and like comment on shit. If they ever want to like call, like I'll just get on a phone call with them. You know, and like I don't know, sure, let's go. And he was a nice guy. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I regret this so much.
Oh my God, I had to. You reminded me about one of my biggest regrets.
I was going to say, Diego went into his settings the other day, and he had watched 9 hours of YouTube in one day. I mean, he just watches a tremendous amount of YouTube.
He's definitely overpaid then.
Well, he's got the premium. So.
Yeah, he's got the premium. Yeah.
And he also watches all of my streams, and he's completely addicted. He's completely addicted. I don't know how much of my stuff have you seen? Because you joined us previously.
I joined you previously, and people will, like I don't watch YouTube. I really don't. But anytime someone sends me something, I always watch it, even if for a little while. So I've ended up on your streams like many times. Just because you have. I mean, I don't know. I guess we have a lot of crossover. So a lot of people that like know me are like, yo, you have to look at this. You know, it's like you have to go watch. So I always do. Always.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's that.
Yeah, it's cool.
That got me into a lot of trouble. These people, they're troublemakers, okay? They only send when I say something bad about someone. Then it's all the time I get complaints. You shit talking about me, Timmy.
Yeah. I think that's how I originally signed on one time, or something with. There was drama with something.
With TPG drama.
Yeah.
It was the blackout, the famous blackout.
Yeah. How are they doing?
Oof. It look. You know what? He had a
I
lot
heard
of trouble.
stock in Gerard Perregaux is down.
That did not work out well. I
That
can
did
tell
not
you
work
that.
out.
You know, someone was trying to make a fake review because he sold that chandelier. You know, the Gerard Perregaux, the bust down in diamond.
Yeah.
He sold it to Roman Sheriff. Okay. And Roman now has it up on the luxury bazaar for 600,000.
My
And then
God.
someone used my email trying to leave like a fake review.
Oh my God.
Very tricky people out there.
Oh
Very,
my
very
God.
tricky.
600 grand. I wonder what he's into that for. I mean, God bless him. I mean, listen, I guess God bless him, you know. Hunting for morons is what we call it.
That is a crazy, crazy watch. I don't want to touch it. You know, I've seen it in person. I thought the finish was incredible, but who would? There's a reason why it's 1 out of 1 because
Yeah.
there's probably only one person in this world dumb enough to buy it.
Yeah, right, right. And God bless. I mean, God bless. God bless. You know.
Speedy Hernandez,
Christian.
$5 super chat. Timmy upping his guest game. Love your content, Christian.
I always forget that you guys can do this. You guys can go live and just get super chats. I always forget that.
Hey,
why don't I do that? Why
Oh,
don't my people do this?
Yeah. Hey. Try it out, and then you're gonna find out. Well, hold on a second. It does get sometimes it gets a little bit too dramatic.
Does it? Does it?
Yeah. There's beef. There's fights. There's all kinds of nonsense. Okay, but hey, you know what? I would love to do.
All right.
I would love to do a live stream with you someday, like in person.
Yeah, that'd be great. Where are you based?
I'm on Coney Island.
Get the fuck out. You know, oh shit, you know Totono's?
Totono's, yeah, pizza. Oh, it's right there. Yeah.
Fucking Cookie, Annette, Frank. I grew up with them. Yeah, 100%. I fucking love Totono's.
It's probably like one of the best pizzas in the world.
Yeah. And you're in suburban New Jersey now, though, right?
Yeah. I live in suburban New Jersey. I live in a suburban town. There you go.
Wow.
Very
Beautiful.
far from Coney Island. But I grew up going to Totono's. I fucking love Totono's.
Nice, but far, but not too far at the same time.
No, I mean, what is it? Is it an hour? I mean, I'm 40 minutes out of Bay Ridge, so so an hour to Coney Island. You know about that.
There you go. Racing R $5 bought Theo and Harris strap, and the quality is amazing. It changed the whole the wearing experience. Thank you, Christian.
Well, thank you very much. The point of the whole strap thing is the margins on those straps are horrible because they're really, really good. So the whole point was more people will buy straps than watches. So we'll have more positive customer interactions, and those customer interactions will yield high, you know. So the fact that you love the strap is not an accident. I lose money on those, so I'm glad. But net, it's a positive thing. But I'm glad you have a great strap.
Interesting. That's the exactly. I need some business advice. I need some YouTube advice. Okay, let's get through these so I can ask some. We'll keep going. Bright Blue Comet, $2. Love Christian, Tim, and OC. It's a great combo. Thank you, Bright Blue. He's a really, really good friend of the show from New York City. So if you're ever in New York City, you want to get some drinks, bam, just let us know.
Bright Blue Comet.
Haycon, $5. The Madman did it. Christian is on. Nice to see you. Love your content.
The Madman. My high school yearbook quote was Salvador Dali. No, I'm sorry. No, wrong. I was between two, and my dad told me to put Salvador Dali. The difference between a madman and me is a madman thinks he's sane, right? And when we're drunk, we still look at each other with that crazy eye, and we still do it to each other, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
I'm mad. I'm pretty mad as well. If you get to know me, you'll see. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Oh my God. Basil Beazles, $5. If you wanna get jacked off by the guy over there.
I think that they're referencing a podcast I did recently where I don't know if you guys saw the Hodinky thing where they were talking about how much more you'd love your wife if you saw your friend fuck her. Did you see that?
Interesting. No.
It was bizarre, which seems like odd territory for a watch site, you know.
For Hodinky?
But, yeah,
that sounds like something we would ask here on this stream,
Yeah.
not Hodinkee.
It was
Interesting.
in their article about sharing watches, or rather giving your watches away. And
Hmm.
and that was the remark. It was like an anecdote, like, a CEO friend of mine shared with me an experience he had in which he witnessed a friend of his sleep with his wife, and how much he grew to appreciate her. And I said, call me old school, okay? Call me old school, and God bless everybody else. But no good. And then I went off on a tirade
Yeah.
about that, and that's how that came up.
That's that is so weird. That is
Mm.
so
It was
huh.
odd. It was odd. I mean, again, God bless him.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? If Hodinkee is getting into this kind of spicy territory, maybe I should be looking for a job with those guys.
Yeah, you're pitching yourself for a job.
Yeah, I'm pitching myself for a job. There we go. I they want to do a
Because
collab.
the guy left for Watchbox, so now there's a big editorial position open for you, Tim.
That's
That's what I'm
right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking to level up this show. Mike K, £4.49. This is top notch. Tim OC Christian. Great combo, Timmy. You're in big league now. Don't fuck it up. Hey, I don't know if any of us would call ourselves big league, but we appreciate the sentiment. MD Chaz, $5. Thanks for hopping on, Christian. You elevated the hobby to a new level. Lots of fans here.
Thank you so much, my man. Much appreciated. Much
You
appreciated.
know, I think especially my side of the wristwatch community, they really appreciate like your genuine love for watches, because you are not someone who's ever been into crazy hype.
No.
No, you've never been someone that looked like, hey, they just wanna get in. You never done anything like questionable. Like every time I've seen what you do, it's just incredibly
Yeah.
ethical, and like you genuinely love
Yeah, I mean,
watches.
listen, everyone's fucked up. I've gotten in fights with clients, then the clients will still tell you that they were right, not me. I mean, and sometimes, who knows? I'm sure over 6 years, someone was right at least once. So,
Yeah.
I'm not painting
Oh, you
myself
can't.
like, like someone who's ever made a mistake. But that said, no, I mean, no, I just, the whole idea of being
Mhm.
unethical to me, forget about the ethical argument.
Yes.
It's just not strategic. I mean, it just makes no sense. What are we looking to do here? Make hundreds of dollars, make thousands of dollars? I mean, we're looking to, or are we looking to do something that is long term and make enough money that is meaningful?
Yeah.
So that was the.
No, I love when you went after the guy who fucked you over, the guy in LA or whatever, for a few
Fuck him.
thousand.
He's a piece of shit.
Ooh.
Fuck him.
What was his name again? His name was
Michael and Kenny Austin. Yeah, fuck
Michael
them.
and Kenny Austin. Fuck you. You fucked
Yeah.
over this guy.
Straight fuck that guy.
You know what's nuts? Let me tell you. Let me add a little bit to that story, which is crazy.
Yes.
So I posted those videos. They immediately petitioned YouTube to take them down. YouTube wouldn't do it because we didn't violate any laws, right? For those of you guys who don't know, long story short, this father-son like tag team credit card fraud, duo robbed like $6,500 from Theo Harris, and I fought them in court. I won. Collecting is a whole different issue. So about a year later, I said, you know what? Fuck these guys. I may not collect the money, but I'm going to ruin their reputation online. People get Googled, right? I'm going to fuck with you, right?
Yeah.
So I posted these two-part video, so two videos, both got like 35,000 views. And it was with their names and photos. And I told the world how much of pieces of shit they are. So as you guys probably know, people on the internet are crazy dedicated. So they dug deeper than I ever could have. Yeah. So just a couple of things. So number one.
Once the cat was out of the bag.
Oh my God. The father and the son both claimed to have graduated from Vanderbilt. Neither of them even went to Vanderbilt.
Whoa.
Number one. Number two. No, that's just this one. Number two. I was contacted by multiple people that were also victims of their fraud. One was for a violin. Another guy was for, I think it was another watch. Multiple people that fought it in court, because I would never go out on YouTube and talk about cases that I don't know about. I would never do that, right?
Yeah.
So I got their court records. I'm like, wow, these guys are real fucking serial thieves. Like, holy shit. And when I was
that happened, that happens.
Went down
one issue gets publicized, and then a whole bunch of people come out of the woodwork and say, "Hey,
Yes.
this guy's a scammer."
When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me, anytime you find a real piece of shit, rest easy knowing that he was raised by two pieces of shit. I think that's good advice. I wish my dad waited till after my 4th birthday to tell me that, but it was good advice.
You know, it does take a lot of courage to go public with this, especially when other people have a platform. So I gotta tell you, thank you for doing that. You know, because you never know what their fans are going to react like. Because
no, you never know. You don't know. So we took a shot. And it was all good. You know, so it was lucky, I guess, that nothing bad happened. But
you mentioned your dad, Christian, and he is one of your biggest fans. Your family's from Italy. Are you from Italy, or are they?
No. I'm from New Jersey. My dad is Spanish. My mom's Italian.
Okay, gotcha.
My dad isn't like super close with his family, so like I grew up with my mom's family. So they're actually both from Brooklyn, but yeah, they're this like big, Bensonhurst family. My dad's from East New York, so my dad's from like the legitimate ghetto, like super.
He's been on your videos. You've had him on your videos before.
My dad and I are like, we're not even like father and son. We're like friends. Like you
can tell
we're friends.
You guys are Theo and Harris together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But he's a good guy. He's a corporate guy, and he's just a gentleman. He's just a hardworking, honest dude. That if he found out that I robbed, somebody of $5,000, I don't even want to tell you. Okay, I put it this way: I wouldn't be in a lot of videos for a couple of weeks. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, I wouldn't be in a couple of videos.
Nice. Let me just catch up on these super chats real quick. Lolex, cheers to the panel. Thank you, Lolex. We love our Lolex. PG Christian being vintage leaning. What are your opinions on the newer brands, Phoenix brands, Moser, Chapek, Ming as an example? Is there an appeal
I gotta
to you?
tell you, PG, you are one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. You look like a cunt. But no, yeah. So I don't like those independents generally. Like those specific ones don't resonate with me so much. They're all great. I mean, they're all great in their own right. I only recently started reading, maybe 6 months ago, about Chapek. Only recently, incredible. I believe their Antarctic chronograph, I think, is like just unbelievable watch. Ming, I only ever owned one. It was for a flip. I'm not a qualified, person.
Hey, Tim has one. He needs the flip.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, what?
Maybe we'll work out a deal.
Blows my mind is Atelier de Chronometrie in Barcelona. Wow, man. Again, going right back, new watches, independent, but totally vintage. These watches are unbelievable. The dials, the movement, everything about these watches. And they even make their own cases and bracelets. These people are master gold, I guess goldsmiths is the word. So that's a brand, so far as independence, that really resonates with me personally. The brands are amazing. That brand for me does a lot.
Excellent. Rene de la Pons, thank you for the €2. Top-notch show. Cheers. Daniel Katz, thank you, Christian, for replying to my past questions.
Daniel Katz, listen, I've been answering Daniel Katz's questions for years, my man. Dude, it's great. It's great to see your name. I never thought I'd see you here. It's a happy surprise, pal.
He's a big panelist. He even done a comedy special. Yeah.
Get the fuck out. He's a big comedian.
He's a comedian. He's a comedian. He's a previous owner of Katz's Deli. I don't know if you knew that. I bet. No. We love Daniel Katz. He is a character. By the way, he is totally stealing your shtick, or you are stealing his shtick. I don't know who, because
I'm probably stealing his shtick.
You guys look like
glasses.
You guys look like you're 50 years apart, but same person. So maybe he's a time traveler. That's why he's asking you all those questions.
Or maybe I just watched too many Woody Allen movies growing up.
Yeah. Dirk Diggler, $2. Would you let PG blast in you for 100K?
Was PG
Jesus Christ.
the one from the Bronx? No, I wouldn't. No, I don't need.
No.
Thank God, I don't need 100K enough to have
Yeah.
sex with
Hey,
the person in the
PG is
photo.
actually a good-looking guy. He's a very good-looking guy. At 400K, listen, that's a seed money.
You know what it
Literally.
is? Yeah, you're right. I mean, but one night, it's funny. Michael and I were out at a dinner one night with clients, like important folks, more important than us, and we're sitting there and we're all talking about, how much to do XYZ, right? Like one of the questions was like, drink a rock glass of blood, right? And the question came down to, like on the rocks, straight, whatever. And someone, we asked the waitress, and the waitress said $200,000. And I looked at Michael and I said,
200,000.
You give me $6,000 right now, that glass is gone. And Michael looks at me and goes, 6, 3. I said, 3, fucking 2. He goes, $200. I'll do it right now. And we said that's funny because it was the irony of it was death to the table, but it was funny.
Tim shaved his head on the air for $1,000. He'll do anything.
I'm not shaving my head again. I gotta tell you, I lost more that night than just my hair. I lost my mojo.
I know. I couldn't do that. That would be tough. That would be tough.
Yeah, it's just I regretted it because I was in. I lost probably thousands in super chats after that initial first 1,000. So not doing it again.
You guys want to see some watches? You want to see some watches? I brought you.
Let's yes. We're just gonna go and talk about what you got on the wrist.
Yeah. Okay. So right now I'm wearing a Cartier Santos Carré two-tone. Okay. Where's the camera?
Beautiful.
There you go. Very nice watch.
It's such a Theo and Harris Christian watch.
Very often, but how do I flip my camera?
Okay,
around?
so to flip the camera, you have to click. If you're on the phone, there's a settings button at the bottom of the screen. Yep. And then there's a camera. I think there's another like settings button, and then there's a camera.
Yeah.
And then there's a
front
or back.
Back camera.
Oh, there we go. Hold on a second.
Okay, so it's a bunch of things that I like, which means that they're not all that popular. Can you see the stuff?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
yes, we can.
So this is
your business. You can see your entire business plan written out on the notepad.
This is actually for a client. This was a phone call I was on, so thank God it's not too private.
Hey, I need business ideas.
Okay, so that's a Bulgari Piaget. Well, it's a Piaget stamped Bulgari for sale, like a Tiffany stamp for Patek. But what's interesting about that watch is it's actually a case made for Cartier, because Piaget used to make watches for Cartier. So that is a Cartier Piaget Bulgari. So it's odd. This is my watch I'm wearing right now, but in yellow gold. Yeah, another beautiful watch.
Beautiful patina on that.
Yeah. This is a tank normal, which is the first tank, but with the diamond bezel and a lady size, which I quite like. Say what you want. This is my Royal Oak. That's 4100. Beautiful watch.
Beautiful.
This is my Datejust, my first watch I ever bought that I absolutely love.
That's two-tone.
No, it's a white gold bezel, so it seems like that, but it's not.
Interesting.
Yeah. This is my Breguet that I bought and never intended to keep, but wore it on the first date, and that was a year ago. And I'm still dating Sally, so I can't sell that watch. And this is my Cartier Tank Cintre. I mean, the case there is just unbelievable. The curve is just crazy.
Gorgeous.
So these are the watches that I wear.
Wow.
It's not the whole collection, but it's most of it. And none of those watches are cool watches. So
hey, no. They're definitely 100% Christian from Theo and Harris watch.
Yes, they're very. That's what Michael always says. You guys, and if you put your watches in a room, anyone knows that they're watches because they're fucking women's watches.
Yes. Okay. Because let's do a quick around the panel. What everybody else is wearing, because see, I'm wearing the brand new Rolex Air King here.
Nice.
I've got the call for this watch when I was in Australia, so I had to make quick moves because I actually my relationship with the AD was very, I had some someone report me as some kind of a flipper to my
Get
idea.
the fuck out.
Yeah. There's a lot
Wow,
of
you
YouTube.
scumbag.
I know. This YouTube is dirty business. I had to go.
I'm sorry. That's David SW. Is this David? I see the name in the thing.
Oh no, that's
yeah,
not David SW, but he
Hell
does
yeah.
looks like. Lolex, say
Great
hello to Christian.
introduction. Hello, Christian. I'm a big fan. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Well, do you work at David SW?
No, I don't. But that's so funny that you say that because I guess I do kind of look like David SW a little bit.
No, I've never
That's so
seen
funny.
David SW. You could have told me. You did. I just saw
You
the
should have
name.
just ran with the shtick.
I know. I fucked up.
Yes,
Sorry,
I was
guys.
gonna, because we would have had mutual friends, and I would have said, "Oh my God, you do know X."
And you know the worst part? I would have went
You
with
really
it
fucked
too
it up.
because I would have been like, "Yeah, I know that. He's in the other room."
Yeah.
Anyways,
He's a bitch.
watches we're talking about here. I got my OP on today.
Beautiful.
Classic piece.
Nice. Great watch.
And OC.
Thank
Yeah, got the
OC just got his.
Nice.
That is a stun. That's the latest AP Royal Oak 15510 with the white dial.
Yeah.
With that 50th anniversary rotor.
What size is yours, Christian?
36.
1 second.
36.
What do you have? Do you have the
41. Yeah, 41.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
nice. I am on the. I don't know if you're. I don't know why I would assume you did hear it, but I was. I'm on the list for the 38 millimeter chrono, which I would love, and I would sell this one and get that, And I really want that watch, and I put myself on the list. Whatever. They called me up like 2 months later, and they said, "What about a 37 millimeter time only?" And I said, "I only want one, and that's the one I want. So do I have to buy both?" And they were like, "Well, no." I said, "Because if you're telling me that to get the chrono, I need to buy the time only, then I'll consider it." And they were like, "No. I still haven't gotten a call. Nothing. I think I'm on the pay no mind list now."
It's very tough. By the way, I think it might be the APs are going to become a lot more available very soon because they announced they're going to increase production to 70,000 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen the prices on some of the chronographs, like the previous ones, the Kasparovs, things like that? They were in the 50s 3 months ago. Now they're in the mid 30s.
They've calmed down. Actually, one of the questions I wanted to discuss whether the gray market or the Rolex market bubble has burst. But I need to. I have to catch up on the super chats just really quickly here. From Richard Seuss, $10. Thank you so much for the super sticker. We got Zeppy, always enjoying Theo and Harris. Thank you.
Well,
hey,
thank you.
He's a really, really cool guy. Lolex, I'm gonna let you go because we got Ashin joining us. You have a question?
Shit. I did have one question for Christian before he left.
Yep. Here for you. I'm here. I'm just
here.
grabbing a drink.
All right, so you're a stylish guy, right? You look like you know what to wear, get things that fit well. I have a question for you. Why don't you tell me if this jacket is too big, okay?
Yep, you got it. You got it.
Yo, I love this question. Here we go.
And Oshin, feel free to jump in too. Is this jacket too big?
Well, you're sitting down. How the fuck could I possibly
stand up? And
I'm not going to stand up because my pants situation isn't up to par.
All right.
If we're sitting down, is this too big? You tell me.
Here's what I can tell you. Your shoulders are good.
Thank you.
If the sleeves come around your the ball of your wrist, you're pretty. If they're coming down to mid hand, then you're no good. Yeah. And the length of the jacket should cover your whole ass. If that all fits, then it fits.
So Christian is giving me the yes. He is co-signing. This jacket fits well.
In nome Padre et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus.
And Oshin is giving it to me too. All right. Well, you guys have fun then. I'm going to take this and run. All right. Bye, everyone.
If you don't know, he's been basically dragged through the dirt by the watch community for wearing a suit that was just a little bit too big for him.
Oh jeez.
So
it's like a Memento in the Chris Nolan movie where he's wearing the jacket and he keeps doing this to fix the shoulder. Yeah, Memento.
The community will never forget Lolex for wearing a suit that was just a little bit too big. Just to quickly here, Basil Bezos $2 put him on blast might help the next guy Thank you, Bezel Bezos. Mr. GMT, thank you for the $10 super chat. Wow, awesome to see Christian on love your work, my man, especially when we used to do liquor run with your father. As I always say to my friends, remember to stay sexy.
I promise I will do I will do liquor run with my dad again soon. I promise. He travels a ton. He's in Texas right now, and I promise that I'll start doing it again.
And speaking of liquor runs, we're gonna get some good advice, and I'm gonna get a lot of shit for keep drinking these White Claws. But I gotta tell you guys, it is so hot up in here. It's just crazy.
No, White Claws are they're a natural diuretic. My girlfriend drinks them when she's on a period.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
that
just kidding.
explains
That's
why.
from The Departed. That's from The Departed. You guys ever seen the fucking movie? You ever turn on a fucking television?
That's diuretic. The Departed. You even said it right. The Departed. The Departed. I like it. Hey, Christian. I haven't seen you in ages, brother.
What's up, pal? Yeah, it's been since the live stream. I think it was maybe Archie.
It was Archie. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'll say it now. I'll say it now. I'm only on here because you're here, man. I hate these fuckers.
Oh.
I hate these. How are you, OC? Good.
No surprise. That's no surprise. the most hated guy on YouTube right here.
Oh my god, man! I will put my neck and career on the line for Sheen. Okay, he's a true legend in this watch community, and I wouldn't be here where I am today without him shouting me out all the time.
People comment on my channel about you, and we've obviously done this before, but I'm not a big YouTube guy, so I don't really follow a lot of shit. But so you don't rub me as an obnoxious person at all. I find you lovely, but I'll get a comment like, the only bigger fucking piece of shit scumbag than you.
Is me or is him?
It's you. It's me. Overconfident, cocky, fucking piece of shit. I hate your attitude. And I'm like, wow, at least I'm not that guy.
Wow.
I swear to God. Apparently, we're both unbearable.
That's great.
Oh.
I love it.
I'm sorry, just quickly, Brian McLaughlin, $5. Can Christian talk about that one video collab with early timepiece gentlemen, how you got in contact, the vibes, yada yada?
For sure, no problem. So, okay, long story short, my mom wanted to buy a watch. My mom has never owned a watch before, never bought a good watch, She wanted to buy a watch. She asked me, what should I get? I said, you should get a white gold day date. Right, that's the watch. If you're going to wear one watch forever, that's perfect for you, right? Okay, great. She goes, how much are they? And at the time, 18239 was like 12 grand. So I said 12 grand. No problem. Let's go. So I sat on it. I didn't I was waiting for a bargain. I was busy. I don't know. Then during COVID, they shot up to like 19 grand, 18 grand, 19 grand. I said, fuck. Now I'm gonna have to go out of pocket. All this fucking money. So I ended up finding one online, and it was 12 grand. It was an old price, and I found it on a dealer that only really sold new watches, and I knew that they just didn't realize that the price on these have gone up, and they weren't correct with market. So it was TPG. Never heard of him before. I shoot him a message, and we get on the phone, and he goes, I know who you are. I said, do you? I said, because I'm really searching for who I am, so I'm interested in the fact that you know who I am. So I said, okay. He goes, Christian, Theo Harris. He goes, listen, I'll give you a deal. I'll give it to you for $11,000 if you come down and pick it up to Texas. And I said, see, that defeats the whole purpose because, number one, you're knocking $1,000 off. Do you know what I would bill you for my time for a day? Do you have any idea? No, absolutely not. So I'm kidding, but I was kind of serious. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So he goes, all right. I'll pay for everything. So you just give me your time, right? I'll pay for the flights. I'll pay for the hotel. I'll pay for everything.
Wow.
So, okay. Well, now I'll give you my time for free, but I'm not going to rack up $3 grand in flights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. We go down. We meet. It was bizarre. It was fucking bizarre. I mean, it really was. They show up in these super expensive cars. Michael, I like cars, so I do spend money on cars. Michael, who does very well, drives a cheap, beat-up Toyota Camry. That's what he feels comfortable in. God bless him, right?
Yeah.
So these guys, one of them asks him, "What do you drive?" And he goes, "No, I don't really have a good car. And he goes, "No, tell me what you drive." He goes, "I drive a Toyota Camry from like 09. It's got like 200,000 miles." And he's like, "Dude, that's so stupid." He goes, "You can afford a McLaren." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "No, I'm serious. Do you make $100,000?" And he's like, "Yeah, I make $100,000." He's like, "If you put down $20,000 on this car, your note is only going to be like $2,000 a month. You definitely have $2,000 a month, right?" And he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? And he's like, "Appreciate." He goes, "Dude," and you post it on Instagram, pays for itself. Michael's like, "Get me out of Texas. Get me out of Texas." Right? So anyway, it was just bizarre. The whole thing was fucking bizarre. We get back to the hotel rooms, and I get a text from Anthony, and he goes, "Do you want to come to dinner?" And I didn't want to go to dinner, but I said, "Okay, we'll go to. I'm your guest, right? So let's go to dinner." So we go to dinner, and it was very nice of them. I mean, they didn't, I was their guest, and they didn't look at me once for anything, right? So that's a proper way to have a guest. So I'll say that. But it was fucking bizarre. Like, it's the three of us, then like these two strippers show up, and I swear to God, the bill, the appetizers alone, it was so expensive and opulent, right? And the worst part was the strippers left after like dinner. Like, they didn't even stay around for dessert. They were done. Like, they got you for the $1,800 dinner, and they're out, right? I think with dessert, it had to be close to $3,000. And I said to myself, this is the most moronic thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. This is moronic, And it was like sad. It was sad, I mean, imagine paying a bill like that, and before you even paid, the girls left. I mean, talk about being super honest that you don't give a shit about me. Holy shit,
It's like Marivana in New York. If you've ever been there.
No.
Marivana, that famous Russian hangout spot there on, I think it's 18th and 5th or some place like that. Wow. And it's all the Russian fucking. You have the models next to you at the dinner, but the minute the dinner finishes, they all disappear. That's classic.
They all disappear. It's fucking bizarre.
Paid girls, unless you make a proposal.
I'm a suburban guy with a very simple, needs, relatively speaking. And, I like a real family vibe, I don't like the whole hooker thing. It just doesn't,
It's so,
I mean, in the privacy of your own shit, I get, but in public with the facade where they clearly don't care, that's just brutal. That's just brutal. I bet the really good ones, they know how to pretend to care. I bet like at strip clubs, really good strippers, they know how to pretend to care. But I don't know.
By the way, huge shout out to Big Meech for
what the fuck?
100. Jesus, the generosity of this guy. This is one of my OG followers. By the way, we're celebrating 700 live streams today.
Oh,
so we're 700 episodes deep. I know.
Wow.
I've done 700 live streams in the past 18 or 19 months. I think it's been 19 months since I'm going to
start doing this. This is $100. I mean, this
$100.
It's extremely lucrative.
But you have to keep at it like Tim has done. Like think about what that number means. It's like Papillon. It's like how did you survive? Did you lose all your teeth?
Yeah, lose all your teeth.
Hey, Christian, you mentioned you're a car guy, but there was a point in time where you just had a regular old normal Jeep, right?
I had no money, man. Yeah, I had no money. I mean,
that was only like 3 years ago. That was only 3 years ago. Now all of a sudden you're into cars.
That was 5 years ago. That had to be 5 years ago.
All right. Well, what do you have? Let's hear a little flexing.
No, I don't have crazy car. I don't know. It's not like ridiculous. I I always wanted like this. But I grew up. My aunt and uncle had an old E30 BMW from 1990. My uncle recently passed away, so I bought it for my aunt and restored it, and it's amazing. Like the car is fucking awesome. I love it. There are better vintage cars. There are cooler vintage cars, but this is a really fucking good vintage car, you know. And then I drive a G-Wagon, so that's what I drive every day.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Yeah, it's a good car, but I'm not like a.
So you did
like
learn
crazy shit.
at least one lesson from TPG. You got a G-Wagon out of it.
I had mine first. Okay, fuck it.
All right, fuck him.
I don't have. I'm a Coney Island boy. I don't have a car. I just use public transportation.
You even have a license?
No, I have a license. I have nightmare stories about driving my parents' car. It's just the traffic. It just gives me the shits. I used to drive my brother to school, to like swim practices, and man, it's just the frustration that I get in traffic. It's just, and driving in New York, it's just.
I hate to drive. I like cars, but I loathe driving.
I would love, like, at some point, if I ever like move to a different state or something like that, where it's a little bit more relaxed. Sometimes you can't go without a car, you know, like in New York. Technically you don't really need a car in New York. Everywhere it's a walking distance for everything. Yeah,
it's a burden. Where the fuck are you gonna park it?
Yeah, parking, man. My parents are very lucky. Now they have the parking spot in the in the basement of the building. But before, it's just the car was always get vandalized, so it's impossible. By the way, Mr. Zoso, sorry, I missed his member super chat. He's a member for 9 months. Best guest ever. Thank you. Best guests now. Mr. Zoso is a huge fan of Sheen as well. And we got Mr. P. There we go. Member for 19 months. And he says, congratulations on 700. Thank you so much. And Kent Daigle, $5 super chat. Sorry. We had JMB, August 12th, 10 pounds. Dream Team panel. Thank you. I hope to have panels like this more often going forward.
What the fuck are we going to do with pounds, though? You know, the queen is dead. It's useless.
They're going to change the king. They're gonna have to change the whole currency. It's a full new reprint all the currency.
Any update from the father and son? First of all, it was 5, not 15. And 2, no, I'm never going to get paid. But I already knew that. The same way, I don't know if you guys saw that we did a video. I addressed the open video to George Kern, you know. And people were like, you know, yeah.
Ooh.
And people said, it's the one video that I know everyone saw. Everything else, no one saw. But that, everyone saw.
That was a particularly... brutal video.
Yeah. Let's whatever. I was gonna get cunty and then I didn't.
Hey,
not with you.
We're still gonna try to get him on board. We're still gonna try to get him.
No. The whole what people didn't understand, or people didn't understand, was that video going in, there was a 0% chance we would close Breitling. The whole idea was it was an ad for my creative consultancy and development company, and we closed a ton of business.
Yes.
So that was the whole point. We weren't going to get Breitling with the video or without the video. It wasn't going to happen. One of their, it was zero sum, right? So the question was, are we going to lose clients? Because if that's the case, and that's interesting. And my bet was no, because I know them all personally, and they know that I'm a good guy. And and B, could I stand to gain clients? And that answer was most certainly yes. So that's why we did it.
There you go. It worked. See.
Hey, let's give. I have some questions related to some of your YouTube videos, but let's give opportunity to Oshin. Maybe Oshin has some questions.
Oshin, what's up?
What's up, brother? But do I have questions for Christian?
No. Last
what is your channel so shit?
When is he changing? Right? When is he changing Theo and Harris to Christian Zeron? Okay, it's time. Some questions. Come on,
I have
man.
some questions for Theo.
Do you live in Venice?
I do, man. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like you don't know that, like so you clearly
no.
Just B-roll. He's just using B-roll.
I fly into Venice every weekend for B-roll. I take as many photos.
No, you just use like story blocks.
Then I disappear to Detroit.
Where do you eat?
Where do I eat? Wherever I fucking want. I was at Linea d'Ombra tonight. It was magnificent. It was on the Giudecca, on the water with the moon over the San Giorgio, and it was ridiculous, amazing restaurant. And we had paccheri with swordfish and all sorts of pesce spada, and I brought a couple of bottles of Barolo along. I had a Borgogno and a Prunotto, and I fucking eat like a king all the time. What the hell do you think I'm doing here?
Oh my god!
No, it's amazing. Good. It's good. Like, come over.
It's not good. It's amazing. Are you kidding me? It's just that's just the.
I haven't seen a car in ages, man. I haven't seen a car in a long time.
Fuck them. Fuck the car. I like cars. Fuck them.
Christian, you described yourself as kind of a family normal guy, but are you a foodie?
He's a foodie.
But that's if I had to give up everything and keep one thing, it would be traveling for food. Like that's the only thing I truly care about. More than watches, for that matter. Yeah.
Well, like in Venice, it's not, you can't get good pizza here. You can't get.
No, I spent a week in Venice when we were, I don't know, I was like 15. And like everyone was like, "Oh, a week's too much time. What the fuck you do in Venice for more than 2 days?" And my dad was like, "Nah, I think we're gonna fucking have a great time in Venice, And we did. It was just the most incredible experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its own secrets. It's got its own feel. The film festival was last week, so it was just fucking stars everywhere and fucking craziness, all that stuff. Helicopters everywhere. It was very cool. It's the Serenissima. It's the most serene. It is the beautiful place where you just, I did 21 years, almost 21 years in New York. I did my hustle bustle years. I'm ready to fucking kick back now, So that's what I'm doing here, It works.
It's the retirement. Something happened to. Oh, I think he might have accidentally clicked on like a message that sometimes happens. Fly. Let's bring him back. Hey, did you get like a message and you accidentally clicked on it? No audio.
I can't hear you, brother.
Check your audio settings.
Hello.
Oh, now we hear you.
You're back. All right.
Any call I get, it gets all fucked up.
There we go. Yes.
He's a very busy guy.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes when I go from my phone, I put it into like a silence or not disturb mode or something like that. But so this is not a professional live stream.
Can you do
Christian,
that?
your family is Italian, correct?
My mom's Italian. My dad's Spanish.
Oh,
my mom's family's from like outside of Rome on the water, but a shitty little town. But it's awesome. It's the best.
Nice.
I mean, it's not the best, but you know what I mean. It's home.
Yeah. So you get back over there much?
All the time. Yeah, I grew up going to Italy and Spain once a summer. Maybe we skipped a summer here and there growing up. Yeah.
Nice.
So it was the best. Yeah.
I was in Rome like 2 years ago.
Shitty little house. Oh yeah.
I went into Rome 2 years ago. Rome is different to the rest of Italy. They're some Romano da Roma, all that shit. It's like I'm Roman from Rome. Like, yeah, we got it in the first half. Like, you arrogant fuckers, But it's like it's the same shit that New Yorkers get for being New Yorkers. But cacio e pepe, good dish. We like that, right?
It's tough to get a good one in New York.
I've never had a decent cacio e pepe.
Yeah. They suck. I'll make it, and it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty fucking good. I cook. I like to cook. It's the only thing that I do for fun. Apart from eating drinks. So yeah.
Wow. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I'm from a shitty town in Ukraine, so I think I win this competition.
He knows how to boil dog, like street dog.
Ukraine,
wild cat.
Yeah,
Ukraine. I've heard of Ukraine.
Yeah, it's I think it's been in the news because there's some kind of a minor thing going on.
You want to hear a great like Larry David-esque story? So I'm in a room a couple of months ago during obviously this whole fucking shit show, this disaster, and everyone's talking about how sad it is and how it's an attack on West, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's very sad. It's a bunch of rich white women, so they're very they're heartbroken, and they keep saying Kyiv, Kyiv, Kyiv. And the only remark I made the entire hour was, wasn't it always Kiev?
Kiev.
And they said, what? I said, it wasn't chicken Kyiv. It was chicken Kiev. And I have
Anyways.
no problem that we're now pronouncing it Kiev. That's fine by me. I'm okay with that.
Mm.
But the fact that no one admits that we've been calling it
Kiev
for
forever.
a fucking 100 years, and like, what the fuck? Oh, now we're like, you know. And they
Good
all look at
point.
me
All
like,
of a sudden, the whole world is like heartbroken over a place that they barely knew anything about.
they've
You're
never heard
absolutely
of.
right. Very
They've
good.
never
point.
heard of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me and a lot of people, including myself, have always been calling ourselves kind of like Russian, just so that because we don't want to go like I don't want to go in detail what is Ukraine, what the difference is from Russia, and always I says when people ask, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Russia, it's whatever kind of thing, but now everyone who is from Ukraine now they're specifying clearly like, well, no. Ukraine,
I'm
actually.
friends with Natalie Danish. You know who that is? She's on fucking Instagram. She's pretty big. And she just went from like thirst Instagram girl, like possibly the most stunning creature on the planet of the earth. And she went political once it all started because she's Ukrainian. So her entire feed was all the atrocities and so on. Now that things they're not dying down, but you know, we've gotten beyond that first period of it. Now she's working her way back into the stuff, and I messaged her.
It's not hot news anymore.
Yeah,
it's like super cold
but
now.
how are you gonna do it? Like, how are you gonna like do a bikini thing at the? She's like, well, I have to get back to what I love. And I'm like, yeah, but darling, you've changed, you shifted gears now. Now you're a political
on a
activist.
Wednesday, look at these 11 dead children. The Thursday is look at my
and then next
cunt.
thing I'm stepping out of a swimming pool in a bikini. You can't do it. You've got 1 million fucking followers. Now you're a political activist. Say goodbye to your original career. I mean, with flavor if you wish, but do it because you can't go. There is no going back now, darling. You've used your platform and you've used it well, but we can't look at you in a bikini anymore because we're going to think about dying children and burning buildings and so on.
So
I'll be back in a minute.
Sure. Let me catch up on these super chats. Fly Fisher, $7. Great panel and love the channel.
No,
Christian,
$7 Canadian. It's like
$7
$2.
Canadian. The Canadian, that's right.
You cheap fuck. No,
and we got Christian Christie.
Oh, look at this guy.
Nice.
My mom says Christian is a nice boy. Hi, fake Oshin.
That is the
Look
funniest
at that
thing I've
picture.
ever seen in my
Look
life.
at that
I have to
picture.
screenshot that.
What is
Hold
that?
on.
What?
The Christian Christie.
That's too good. Michael's gonna shit. That's great.
We have the best trolls here. Mark P, £4.49. Present company expected. One of the best videos I have seen in The Last of the Dying Breed by Christian.
Yeah, we did a video. We sat down with my grandfather for like an hour, but we cut it down to like 30 minutes and just kind of talked about like life. And it was a cool video. It was a cool video.
You know which one I liked of yours, Christian, was you're at a party, you're entertaining guests.
The dinner party? The dinner
party one. It was it was well cut together. It was in black and white with music, like 1920s music or something. It was really nice.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There's a lot of I have some questions. I don't know how much time do you have left. We're 1 hour in.
I have what time is it? It's I probably have another 15 minutes.
Okay, very good. So we're gonna have that in mind. The one keep you here forever. But guys, we're 1 hour in. This is your reminder to please upvote the live stream. We got almost 300 people watching. Upvote the live stream if you enjoy it. Leave me a comment and send your questions. Mr. Tutor to you, $5. Christian, awesome tutor video a few days ago. Can you recommend a fun colored summer strap from your site for the 925?
Good question, man. Good question. I'd probably go with either like the Rimini, which is a bright blue, or it's probably the way I go. And that'd be beautiful. Even like the Amalfi is really nice. Those are nice straps for the summertime. I think that's what I would do.
Very cool. Very
it's finally it's time for me to make some fucking money off this whole fucking thing.
That's right.
Exactly. Exactly. You gotta plug.
Start shaking the tin.
Yes.
Exactly, man. It's I gotta tell you,
I gotta tell you, this is a great gig, but I am looking to pivot and do a little bit more stuff like you're doing, because it's not the easiest thing to do. These streams, they get very difficult. A question about this the video is this video for Longines. How much involvement you had in producing this video?
I went to Switzerland. I was on that shoot.
Oh, okay. So that's from the beginning to end. Have you helped writing the script, shooting the video?
There was no script. That was an interview. So yeah, there was no script. It was an interview. It's almost impossible to work with voice actors. They're horrible.
Yeah.
So you're much better off. Doing interview style format rather. The shooter was a guy that we used in Germany. Michael would have done it, but Michael got COVID the day before and couldn't fucking come to Switzerland. It was horrible. He was fine, he's just being a bitch. No, it was great. I was in Switzerland for like a week. I traveled the whole month of June, so all of my personal relationships, broke apart. No, it was tough, but thank God I'm home. Thank God.
So interesting, very, very. So it was
you shot this interview, and you shot the macro shots, and you shot all the B-roll.
I shot nothing. I don't hold the camera.
Oh, okay.
So you had.
More about that.
No, I'm all conceptual. I do all the conceptual work, and then I do the last 10% of the editing, and it's just notes. I don't actually know how to use Premiere Pro. I don't actually know how to hold a camera. I don't actually know how to do any of that stuff.
Interesting. So you're the artist. You have a vision, and you basically tell the guy with the camera what to do. Yeah. Creative director.
Exactly.
Let me ask you a very serious question, Christian. You mentioned that if you could give it all up, you would, give it all up for traveling for food. Okay, all that aside, if you think about these three things, what proportion of your personality is dedicated to each? Storyteller, watch enthusiast, or entrepreneur? Which one are you, and what's the most important to you?
Storytelling by far. Yeah. The only reason I'm an entrepreneur as opposed to an employee is just because I know myself. Like I know myself well enough to know that I would do very poorly in a company. I would perform very poorly. I wouldn't be obedient. I'd be very polite. But as soon as I deem something stupid, I'd be out. So I'd be a bad employee for all intents and purposes. And I'm a great person to hire for work, but as an independent, as a vendor, but as storytelling. And when people always say, hey, how did you get good at storytelling? The reality is, like, I grew up, again, it's an Italian-American family in New Jersey. If you're not a good storyteller, no one's going to hear a fucking thing you say. Nobody. It's ridiculous, So I got
it's the only way to get attention at the dinner table, right?
Oh, yeah. So that's it. That's it, But what a lot of creatives don't get, and there are creatives that are way better than me and way better than Michael. There are creatives out there that are super talented, but they don't know the first fucking thing about selling anything. Like they just know how to make something pretty, right? My creative firm is called LMF, And one of the pieces of brand language that we use on LMF, and I use it in my client calls a lot, is we solve problems. We don't decorate them, which is what creative agencies do. They decorate problems. They give you pretty footage and pretty photos for your problem. Fuck you. It does nothing. So we figure out how to use art as a tool, not as just, just an accoutrement, fuck that, So that's why it's a good business, because businessmen, guys who are in ad agencies, they don't know the fucking first thing about creative, and creatives don't know the first fucking thing about business. So we're like,
that's
that. It. Yeah. So that's why it works for us, almost for no other reason. That's it. I mean, it's a very simple equation. It's not genius. It's not new. It's just good.
I'm on the panel with three creatives.
Like Cacio and Pepe.
OC is a pure businessman, and he is struggling
because
creatives. Yeah, it's very difficult to work with creators.
Because they're idiots. Because they're fucking stupid. They're so up their own fucking ass. They don't, they're holding a hammer and they don't know how to use it. They might as well fuck themselves with it. You know what I mean? Like they're very, and they're, a lot of times, and again, whatever. I cringe when I hear it. But someone will say, "Oh, XYZ," another person running a creative agency, which just means that they create. You know what I mean? Like they're artists. Oh, you guys are doing like the same thing. I'm like, yeah, sure. Because you're being polite. But the reality is, these creative agencies, most of them, they're all just so fucking. They're impossible. They're impossible.
So how many people do you have working at the? So can you tell us like a little bit about the structure of like your business and your YouTube channel and how they're?
Yeah, I mean, we're basically 6 FTs, and then obviously for the creative work, I mean, frankly, we hire a lot of folks on a project by project basis, on a retainer basis.
Keep it lean, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're creative. That's it.
Okay, Captain Kirk wants to know, what is your logo? That was a hot topic of debate. We don't know what the hell that thing is.
Oh, that's the ampersand from the middle of Theo and Harris.
He knows. He knows.
Oh, okay.
No, there you go.
There you go. But it says
There
Theo and Harris.
Yeah.
I got a comment on that.
Who are Theo?
Who are Theo and Harris? Yeah.
They don't exist. Theo and Harris are, they're fictitious. They're fictitious people. Thelonious Monk was an influence of mine. I love him very much. It's made up.
Yeah,
that's the name of your brand.
Tired of answering the question 50 times.
Yeah.
Well, that is a question that I think is important to put to rest here with now that we're we got full audience engaged. I think we can put it to rest. It's a fictitious. It's just the name of a brand. Ubiquitous. Jeff, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Great guest today, Timmy. Keep up the great work. Hey, got incredible supporters here who are looking out for this brand. And hey, Christian, you're welcome to hop on anytime we're doing a live stream talking watches. Just because
you're cleaning up, you fucking cunt.
Hey. Well, you should see a live stream from last week.
Revenue for Tim. Just feel free anytime.
Yeah, this is actually. I got to tell you, Christian, this is actually
so.
Yeah, it's just a small night. We're just kind of warming up.
Oh my. So how long do you go for? You really go for a couple hours?
Usually, well, it all depends. Like sometimes when we're really in the mood, we can go for. Last week we went for like 8 hours with the Sheen, right?
Hours straight. Yeah.
Oh my God!
With me,
Sheen,
no, you didn't. I was not on for 8 hours.
He wasn't on for 8 hours.
You did your own thing. I was on for a couple of hours.
It was on for 3 hours.
I support Tim all the way. That's why I'm here tonight.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's funny. We were at Tim and I were at Sotheby's the other day, and you guys are like kings of the watch YouTube space. I'm here with 3 absolute icons, right? And so Tim and I walk into Sotheby's, and he says something like, "Yeah, I have a YouTube channel," and they're like, "Yeah, we've never heard of you." And and he says, "Oh no. Well, I started on Archie Luxury. I'm sure you've heard of him." And they said, "Who?"
Yeah,
they have no idea.
No idea.
The space in which you compete is this little tiny
darkest corners. The darkest corners.
Giant
planet of the horological universe.
It's crazy. It's so weird. You know what? I think I understand what you're saying, but I think you're reading it wrong. And I think the actual answer is the people that work at these boutiques are so fucking dumb.
You'd be surprised that you're right. You're right, but you'd be surprised.
It's not that Tim is small. It's that these people have no knowledge at all.
Exactly. They're not interested. They walk home. They don't want to see watches. They don't want to watch. Certainly don't want to watch. Social media about it. I was in Fondico though, the big, expensive shopping mall here, like the high end shit. They have a Lange. They have Chopard, they have Breguet, they have all the big stuff. And I was filming with the watching woman, the Carissa girl, and so the crew come over. This is like a mega flex. Okay, I'll just put it up front. I did not know this was going to happen. Okay, I just walked. We went in very innocently, but everybody runs. I mean, like, you have cameras, like, you can't film in here. And then this other staff came out and said, no, they're allowed, they're okay. And then this woman comes out and she goes, oh yeah, you're with me, and let's, would you like to look at some watches, Mr. O'Malley? And I'm like, holy I swear to God, like,
Wow.
And I was like, weird. I was like, oh, my daughter's arriving any minute to help me film. And she goes, oh yeah, your daughter has that lovely, that Cartier, and she has that Tiffany.
Wow, how bizarre!
Like, she knew all my daughter's watches and everything. I was like, oh shit! Like, it turned into a mega flex that I was not prepared for. I was like, this is crazy.
Sure.
Like, paid actors. I paid them ahead of time. But it can happen. Some of them do keep up with what's going on, but it is rare. In most cases, these are just employees. They have a suit on, and they couldn't care less about watches.
Right.
And when they walk out of there, they don't care. They're not going to look at that shit. So
the closest I'd ever come to anything like that was entirely intentional and totally staged.
Paid actors.
It was for a good period there, when the business had first started doing well. And, my idea of really just, finding rock bottom, which everyone has to do, was I would go out with a lot of girls, and I would always meet them at bars in the financial district. And in FIDI, after, 5 p.m., the likelihood of running into people who have been watching your YouTube content all day is high, because they're just in finance. They're qualified buyers. They're interested in watches, and they find you. So I would intentionally put myself in environments in which the likelihood was so high. And we would be at a bar with it so many times, totally on purpose. And
you must have been on Stone Street, because there are no bars open after, unless you're then in one of those Irish bars.
Like, who are you? I'm like, no, nothing. I'm in luxury goods.
Luxury goods.
But when Blondie was here, we were at this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant, tiny little, corner place in Venice. That real traditional shit. You get the Nero di Seppia, it's like the spaghetti in black. It's squid ink,
my favorite, the best.
Nero di Seppia, fantastico. And so we're having that stuff, and some guy walks up, and all of that. And then he walks away, and she's like, oh, you're famous. And I was like, no, he's a paid actor.
Yeah, he's a paid actor, yeah.
You got to just say, yeah, he's a paid actor, because that's fucking weird. It's the weirdest thing, But no, but it does happen. Like, you get the watch guys, they're out there. They're watching.
Yeah, no, every once in a while in public, for sure, no doubt. But really, the big one is if you put yourself in environments that are high concentration, you're fishing with dynamite, my friend.
Yeah. If you stand outside a watch store.
Yeah. If you say if you go into a wealth management office, things like that.
Right.
Watch world is. We underestimate how tiny the watch world is.
So small.
Like, my YouTube channel is just so incredibly small, and even sometimes I get recognized. It's just ridiculous. Like, for example, even that's how I met OC.
Yeah, I recognized them at Phillips one day.
Look at that. Crazy. It's the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Wow.
And for me, that was the whole point, right? The watch industry is so small, and that was the point of because obviously the Theo and Harris, obviously, vintage watch shop, blah, blah, blah. But we started the creative firm with Theo and Harris, within Theo and Harris, during COVID. And then coming out of COVID, I said, we've got to service all different sorts of industries, because it's the same work that we're doing in watches, just opening it up. So that's why I said, not fuck watches. I love watches, and they're great clients.
Yes.
But I said, why would I deal with the same 12 people every fucking day, when we can just open this up and be in finance or healthcare or be in sports, or whatever.
Yes.
That to me has been the greatest, call, for me. But I got to get the fuck out, because if I overstay, then my girlfriend's going to murder me. So I got to go.
You're officially off the market. You are
Hey.
not available. Our audience wants to know.
Yeah, I am not available. I'm not available. I have a girlfriend. She's lovely. We grew up together, and we hadn't spoken in 20 years, and now we're dating. So.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, let me read this final super chat because it says, Hell Just Trot, $10. Great stream, guys. Gotta get Christian down to see Tony in Philly. Would be great show there.
Tony
Gentlemen, I would
is
love
a
to do
creative
it.
director and owns his own agency in Philadelphia. Very successful guy.
Well, that would be very redundant then if we were in the same. No, I'm just kidding. I got to get the fuck out of here, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Please invite me on anytime. This is great. This is awesome.
Excellent. We're gonna invite you a lot more, and you're always free to jump on. If you're just passively listening, just hit me up in the chat. Just say link, and I'll drop the link. You're free to chime in at any moment. You're a friend of the show.
Grazie mille. Ciao.
Grazie.
Buonasera. Grazie.
Buonasera. Hey, and then there was three.
And then there were three. But like, that's great, Tim. I'm delighted. Like, you're bringing in heavyweights. That's fantastic, man.
Hey, I think we have to thank Diego for this one because it's I sometimes I feel like I don't really want to bother like Christian, to
Yeah,
do
but
this
but you did the right thing.
Yeah, but Diego kind of scheduled it and then just dropped it on top of me. Said like, "Hey, Christian is coming." I'm like, "That's amazing! That's amazing!"
There's a lot more watch-related interviews coming up over the next several weeks, but we're not going to tell anybody what they are or who they are because we don't want them to be sabotaged.
Exactly. We have to protect
the sources.
Yeah.
Of the leads.
The leads.
So it's very important that you guys upvote this live stream. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're just coming from.
Wait. Now, what do you make of the fact that he went to Switzerland and he didn't touch a camera the entire time he was there?
He's a very clever guy. Very clever guy.
I'm gonna interview the guy. Hey, you shoot this, you shoot that, and it's like, yeah, somebody else do it. It's like you're like the one. You're like, hey, you're writing the scripts if there are scripts.
Yes.
You're photographing everything. You're shooting everything. You're framing everything. You're editing everything. You've got a whole movie that you've got to get out over the next week or two, and it's like you do everything.
It sounds to me like he doesn't do any of it. Like he pays someone to do it for him,
freelance,
which is very smart.
Yeah.
It's what a lot of the guys do.
Yes. I mean, with the current technology, you could that's probably one way of doing it. You could probably just upload the stuff to some kind of a server.
You guys were talking about Timepiece Gentleman. That's what he did. He didn't have any prowess with cameras or, angles or directing. He just paid a guy to deal with all of that and said, this is what he probably showed him some other channel that he was inspired by. Can you do this for me? And the guy said, sure. I need $1,000 a week or whatever. He said, okay. And then he paid the guy. And that was that. It was a business deal. I mean, in Hollywood, directors don't always have their hands on the camera. Some do. P.T. Anderson famously does. But many of them just leave it up to the DP to take care of the camera work and all of that jargon while they get inspired about the content themselves. That's probably the smarter way of doing it, to be honest.
100%, because everybody has their strengths, and if your strength is creativity and like imagining how this is gonna go, I mean, it is very time consuming, and then you have to edit because these are all different skills.
What would you say your strength is in that particular creative process, Tim?
What is my strength?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't even know. I think my strength is just, man, it's a hard question.
How are you stumped? How are you stumped on this?
Yeah, I think, look, my strength is, it's actually, I think I relate to that, because I'm not very good editor. Actually, I'm not the best one. I'm learning. I am learning the editing process. If anything, for the purposes of like what is possible, what is possible to edit.
The answer to the question, if I may say so, is you're not particularly excellent at any of those things, which is why you're doing what you're doing. You have the gift of gab, you have the gift of spontaneity, which is why you do live streams and why you do Gonzo streams, right? And you're so successful. It makes perfect sense, right? You don't have. That's the reason why you were stumped. Like, hey, am I a great photographer? Well, yeah, I'm an okay photographer. Am I a great editor? Hell, fuck no, I'm not a great editor. Am I a good storyteller? I don't know about creating stories from scratch. Although you do have an incredible imagination.
Yes.
Conspiracy theories tend to run.
I'm great
while,
at spontaneous work.
Yeah, you're great at what you do. You know your strengths. You're spontaneous. You have the gift
I love the live
of
streams.
Conversation. So that's why you do what you do the best.
That's why I didn't prepare for the stream.
If I can add to that, I would say you're like the proper journalist. I would say you're a proper journalist. You've got your feet on the ground all the time, working your way through what's going on in the watch world, and you got your ear to the ground. You know your stuff, and your connection between many people. There are very few people actually like you. I would say there's only one of you, or maybe two of you. Archie might be a close second, but Archie has his own agenda and all of that stuff that he's connected to. You're there's only one Tim Wright, I would say. Somebody was asking me what I'm smoking. I'm having a Perdomo Reserva.
Yes.
A big fat Perdomo
see that,
Reserva.
Oof, that's a fat one. Very.
She's a fat one, yeah. Well, I realized when I came on, I'm not the important guy. It was Christian. He's a much bigger channel, much bigger weight in the watch world. So I'm here to support you, Tim.
Is that really true?
I think so. Well, empirically, probably. And I think we respect one another. We've spoken before, myself and Christian, briefly, some time ago. So there's a mutual respect. But I would say between the weights, he's a slightly heavier weight, certainly. And it's my job to sit back and listen. And so I figured I'll light one up and just smoking. And know my place when it's given to me.
He's a fun character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very smart guy. He's very articulate. He has a lot of opinions and so on, and that's what he's doing. He's sharing his opinions. On there, he's got a certain amount of style, which I like. He brings a certain amount of style. He wears a lot of vintage Rolex, 36 mil vintage, like Buckley dials and things like this on his channel. He brings a certain je ne sais quoi to the watch world that is lacking in certain other channels. So it counterbalances that. I think he's a classy. His channel is a classy channel. It's an intelligent channel, and it's nice to see that shit. And his cohort, whatever's new, the new guy,
Michael.
comes up. Yeah, he's also a very smart guy, and they're funny together and so on.
They have very good banter. They're very good.
Yeah,
with each other. And
even when Anna was there before, I don't know where she's gone now, but even with her, it was smart watch content. I started out on that stuff before I even started a channel, so I was watching them before, and Christian. Thank God for Christian. Like he brings something great, although it must be said that he's there with a purpose. He's selling his product, he's selling his straps, he's selling watches on his website and so on. It isn't entirely altruistic or artistic, and I think he made that fairly obvious there in his comments that he doesn't even like the artistic types. So it isn't about art and opinion fully for him. It's about marketing. So at the end of the day, he's a money man, but at least he admits that he's a money man, and that's okay. But he definitely loves watches. So
what's interesting, Oshin, is that he actually, when he went to school, I think he was studying either theology or he was very religious in college. And so I was wanted to ask him about kind of how he made that transition from kind of studying religious things to actually getting into watches and then becoming an entrepreneur. So it was on part 2, we'll ask him that.
Cool. That's great.
That's a very good question. By the way, Tim G, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Nice show, guys. Cheers, man. Cheers. Gotta say, it is interesting to see the guy because he is in a different caliber. He's a different. He does YouTube differently from me or you. He's got employees. He's got a firm. Shane, you're like one-man operation. You do everything. You're editing, shooting, scripting. You're talking to clients directly. It's kind of like me.
Right.
But he's someone who, now I'm not 100% sure whether he already owned the business and then he saw YouTube as a means to advertise it.
I think that's how it worked. I think his
Yeah.
father is the business, or his grandfather or something. Like he was grandfathered into the thing, and he saw the future of it, and he worked it into social media. Very smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he knows how to leverage social media to advance his business, which is very cool, very smart guy.
But it's not super. It's not like you take a BQ watches, like a Spencer guy. He's a lovely guy,
Yes.
but it's about business to him. Like, he enjoys watches and it's interesting to him, but really it's dollars and cents. And
Right.
if he was offered all the money in the world for all his stock, he would just sell it. Whereas
Right.
Christian, that he'd be like, no, but I've got to keep my 36 mil vintage, blah blah
Yes.
blah. Like, he's got a passion in his heart
Yes.
about it. It's not all just dollars and cents. Christian lands somewhere in between one and the other.
He's
I
like
would say.
he's like a guy that he knows that he knows there's probably more, maybe there's more money in it being himself, being unique the way he is, and just like
Right.
he's right. He does not compromise his principles. Like when that's why when he shared that story about meeting TPG, and TPG said, "How, well, you know what? You can get a Lambo, you can deduct it against the business, you can get a free Lambo, and you can use that to then cash in." He's like, "That's not
That
me."
was really weird. I saw that video when he met up with him at the airport and he jumped in his car, and I thought, what a weird pairing. What a bizarre pairing. But I was like, okay, But it's great to hear, like, from the horse's mouth now how it really was, which was just fucking weird.
I don't think, actually, Oshin, I don't think his family gave him the business or anything like that. He started with like $10,000 of seed money from his father or from his mother or something like that, when he just had a couple of watches, and then he started buying and selling them and turned that into like 70,000. And one of his inspirations is this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk, who's some kind of media social guru, and he was inspired by him and started a combination of his own company as well as kind of being a media personality.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and the fact that he goes about doing what he does without compromising his principles, and just always pushing it further, growing the business the way it doesn't look like it's a job to him. It's his passion, but he's literally getting paid to enjoy his life. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's also echoed certain things I agree with. One is that prices have stabilized in the market, or they are they're currently in the stage of stabilizing, which I would certainly agree with. And also, like, he said one thing about the moon swatch that I had said is also, and I was like, look at that. Like, he's like, why don't Omega make their own moon swatch, like real versions of these pretty watches? And I was like, fuck, thank you for saying that. I was saying that too. Like, guys, let the swatch version be for the kids, for the teenagers, and let the real versions with the real movements and the real, like, ceramic case, not bio-ceramic, but ceramic or whatever, like, be for us, and we'll pay the money for it, because we'll gobble that up. And he mentioned that on an episode there a few months ago, and I was like, thank you for saying that. I got mad at Federico today because Federico talks watches, who we all respect. He's a great guy, but he was saying that prices are coming back to pre-COVID, and I was like, "Are you out of your? What's wrong? They're not going back to pre-COVID. They're coming down to pre-spike. There was a spike,
yes,
but they're not coming down to pre-COVID. John Mayer will never be 36 grand ever again, ever.
Yeah.
I mean, the John Mayer went nuts to 180, then it came to 120, 125. Now it's at what, 80 or 90, whatever it is. But it's never going back. You're never getting it at 30 or 40 ever again. So I get a little mad at some of that. I'm in a bit of turmoil now with the fellow YouTubers.
Turmoil with the grit with the cartel.
With the cartel. Well, Jenny's not part of the cartel, and she said the Rolex bubble has burst. It has not burst in any way, shape, or form. That spike in the bubble has come back down, but it's certainly like if you draw a straight line from where it was last year, it's
back to January.
It's on the same trajectory. It just had a weird moment. So, like, there's a lot of people saying a lot of bullshit right now, and it's pissing me off. I have to say that Christian, because everyone calls him Theo.
Theo,
he made good points. He's like, nah, it's just coming back and they're stabilizing. And I was like, good for you. Thanks for saying that, because that's logical and that's measured commentary. That's not creating hype and trying to get clicks and so on.
Yeah, like saying the market's crashed. Like
the market.
Every week.
Yeah.
Rolex is in trouble.
He's in a different.
Rolex
market.
is in trouble. Like, I love Brittany. I love her to death, but she's like, Rolex is in trouble.
And she said
Rolex is not in trouble in any way.
No.
They're not. They're fine. They're absolutely fine, and the pieces are still sought after, and they're still trading higher than retail. As long as that's the case, they are miles and miles from in trouble. But I know it gets a lot of clicks, and that's.
Will you be doing a video about this?
Clicks.
I will be, of course.
Okay.
I need to. Okay. 1 sec. I'll be right back. I need to go hit the bathroom. I just had 2 white claws. I'll be right back a second.
That's okay, man.
It's 32 ounces of White Claw coming out.
How you doing, man? You're wearing your AP. I can see.
I
AP
am,
Brothers
wearing
tonight.
AP. Yeah,
I
really like it. It some people will say it's too big on me, but I think it's
fine.
okay. It's okay.
It's fine on you. Yeah.
So tell us about your latest venture with Watch and Woman. Well, how long was she in town and visiting?
Well, she was in town for a couple of days, but I only saw her one day for like 6 or 7 hours. We just shot a video.
Now, she has family in Italy too, right? She has like a brother who lives in Italy, I think, right?
No, I don't know if they live here, but they have connection or whatever. They traveled. They came to Italy.
So they were probably on vacation afterwards.
It just happened that she happened to be in Venice, and I was like, well, if you have time, we'll shoot a thing, and we shot it, and it went really well. And then she went off. She had to go to the opera with her family, and that was that. But I have a shitload of footage, and it's good footage. I think it's nice. We went to Fondico, as I mentioned earlier. We tried on a bunch of watches and walked around, and it'll be like the Chloe video. You remember that? It'll be like that, only not about pronouncing watches, and not with the big sour pulse on her face. Chloe was like, she was interested for the first 30 minutes, and the rest of the day it was like pulling teeth. Whereas Carissa is, by the way, I think her channel is going to be called Carissa. I know it's Watching Woman right now. And I know, I think her brand is going to be Watching Woman, but I believe her channel is going to be called Carissa. I don't know. Maybe that might change. But she was fun. She was energetic. She was interested. She was helpful. And she was doing everything she could to, work well for the video. Had she had more time, she would have given more time, but she didn't have any. And I shot as much as I could. And that's it. And I'll put out the video, but I'm not going to do it before her channel is ready. So you're not going to see it until her channel at least has one video on it. Because
she's more of an Instagram personality now. She has no video content on her YouTube channel.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the kind of the illusion. A lot of people think that they have this fantasy of what they think it's like making YouTube videos. They think it's this really, really fun, incredible experience.
It's not glamorous.
Glamorous. They imagine it completely different from what it actually is. Not that it's amazing. I mean, you truly have to enjoy the behind the scenes, the dirty work, and
it's like a few times with her it was like walk down there, and then she walks down to the end of the hallway, and it's like, oh shit, we didn't get it. Can you come back and walk again?
Yeah,
pretend the first time you're walking down, and then fourth time. And some people might be like, oh, for fuck's sake, how many times do I have to do this? But she had that attitude of like, okay, sure, I'll do it again, fine, and that's what you need. You need someone to kind of have patience and just do the work and do the thing. And it's also, as a director or whatever I would be in that situation, whatever description you will put on it, it's up to me to try to capture the moment. She's trying on watches, Piaget watches, with the woman there in Fondico, and she's handing her $40,000, $50,000 watches with diamonds on them. I've got to capture it with as many cameras and angles that I can. And you just got to grab the moment. Then later you put in the music, you do it all, and it all looks fluid and like we had a lovely day.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what happened with Chloe. I mean, it was like fucking the shittest day of my life. Man. But I just made it look romantic and made Chloe look nice and French and fun. And that's what it's all about. I mean, look at these actors that are in scandals. Think about it on a larger scale with these movies, and they all hate each other and won't speak to one another. But then you see the movie, and it's like convinces you because it's a story. So that's how it works. I have two more girls in the pipeline with this, and they're stunning creatures. And one in particular is really, really big. I'm not going to say because we haven't finalized the deal yet.
Blondie.
Oh, interesting.
But she's huge and 10,000 times the size of my channel on Instagram. And I'm fully expecting that day to be a nightmare. Because she's going to need her fucking chilled latte and whatever the hell she needs. And she's going to need like the right makeup. And if I ask her to do something twice or three times, she's probably going to, she's going to give me attitude. But in the end, the final product, you guys will see, the stunning creature putting on watches and so on. That's the whole point.
People don't understand how difficult it is to making these videos. I remember I tried doing some videos with the friends of the show, and when I asked them to go a second time to go through the door, like, okay, we went through the door, now everybody exit, and I'm gonna go inside and we'll shoot the same thing going through the inside. And they give me the look like,
whereas you do it yourself, no problem.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. See, I got it from the outside. You guys going into the door now, so I'm going to go in the inside now. Now you guys
I've only got one
goddamn
damn camera, and I've got to so everybody have a little patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, we're not doing this. They looked at me and they said, "We're not doing this, Timmy."
Really?
You got that one shot. That's it.
Well, that's awful. That's awful. You hope to work with agreeable people.
Poorly.
But
yeah, it's hard.
Like everybody's asking about Blondie doing it. Blondie would be fantastic for a video like that. She's electric.
Yeah.
So
she's very photogenic, smart and
photogenic, and all of that, and smart and up for it. A patient girl, and she's just gonna 10,000 times. Oh, can you try it again? She'll just do it again. So that will be great too. I got to fly her over and all of that stuff, but it just depends on who you've got, and whoever does it well, I think there'll be a better product at the end of the line. So yeah.
Interesting. Hey, by the way, let's see here. Let's talk about some recent releases. What do you say? Look at this. This has just been announced. Zenith,
wow, has
announced a brand new El Primero Chronomaster original in pink. So it's 38 mil pink
for breast cancer.
Yes, it is. It is. It's for breast cancer. The 20% will be donated to Susan G. Komen Foundation. But what I find,
it's beautiful.
Now, and you know what? It is freaking stunning. This is exactly what we need. And they did not, mention, they don't have like a pink ribbon, on the back. It's done in a very classy way.
Is it 42 millimeters though?
No. There's 38.
38. Beautiful. Yeah. Perfect.
unisex size in pink. What a stunning watch. When I opened the monochrome today, I was just blown away. I was like, wow,
It's
this
beautiful.
is exactly what was needed. No,
It's
Now,
magnificent.
those prices have crept up on these. They've been raising prices a little bit, but I think this is what around 9,000.
yeah, yep. It's a 10,000 US, 10,000 US. It's not cheap by any means, but you know, it's
Dude,
Zenith.
I was shooting in the Florian yesterday for some
Mhm.
B-roll, and just getting some B-roll around the cafe, and there was a couple. I don't know if they were Chinese or I don't know what they were,
Mhm.
but she had a solid rose gold offshore with studded bezel on and white dial, and I was just like,
Ooh.
wow, it's not like she's not a very like you wouldn't notice this woman other than the $180,000 watch she had on or whatever. It's like, whoa, like some women can pull off incredible watches, depending on who their financier is. This is a beautiful piece because it's classy, it's stylish, it's got a loud pink, and you'll spot it from across the room. It's going to be beautiful
Yes.
for a woman. Not sure a guy would wear it though, at all.
It
even
is
though it's
a guy can't. It has to be a certain kind of guy. Maybe Christian can pull it off. Depends. It
if
depends
he wears the
what kind
right
of shirt.
shirt, yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing a pink shirt. It's possible. It's possible, but it's a very. I thought this was done in a really classy way.
Tim, if they
beautiful.
made a 41 millimeter Oyster Perpetual with the pink dial, like they do with the 36 mil, would you consider buying it?
Wait, 38 mil Oyster Perpetual.
No,
41.
41 in pink.
in pink.
I think that would be freaking amazing. Yeah,
Well, they
Yeah.
currently have
Really?
it. They currently have it in the smaller sizes in pink.
they have it in the 36.
Yeah.
The 40, yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, 100%. 100% if I had the money. I'm actually in the works of making a deal of a lifetime. Actually, I'm a, the whole Christian coming onto the show, that was, when I found out that I'm going to be doing the stream, I was like nervous for a second, right? Then I thought, like, I'm never prepared for anything. What the? This is not, we're not, I'm not running this program on CNN or Fox, right? What the fuck? Tim, what are you worried about? I prepared one question. I thought, oh, I should have 100 questions ready to go. Then it just like hit me, and then
it hit you. That's a lot of work.
yeah, that's a lot of work. That's not.
questions.
I'm not being myself. Hey, Tim, remember, just be
Play to your
yourself.
strengths. Play to your strengths.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll all work out. Let me actually. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'll probably should shoot a message to Asheen. He'll do half work for me.
There you go.
No, but I was at dinner downstairs at that restaurant. I was like, I gotta go. I said to the guy, like, it's been fantastic, but I gotta go because I gotta support my good friend Tim.
Hey,
I just came on and sat here and smiled.
Hey, there you go. You see, I gave you
job.
an excuse to get out of a dinner.
No, it was great. No, the guys were great. It was fantastic. We probably would have done. We'd probably still be there right now having whiskeys, but
yeah,
I was like, let me go and
I think this is the beginning of a great relationship.
Yeah, it could be great. Look, it's great to see that you're having other guests on.
Yes.
If I helped out in any way, I'm glad. But it's great to have other people on. And fantastic, and bigger, heavier hitters. Fantastic. Let me go get a whiskey. I'll be back.
Yeah. Grab a whiskey. I have one more. Listen, I my preparation for the stream was setting up 3 White Claws here. Okay. See, I set up 3 White Claws. I finished the first one. I'm halfway through it. Well, actually, you know what? This is 80% through the second one. So that was my prep work, OC. You see,
You did.
I was writing questions. I was preparing questions. Okay. And then I realized, wait a minute, my prep work is
Sucks.
how many White Claws am I going to have tonight? All right. and whether I'm going to be able to raise super chats to buy another case for tomorrow. Boom, boom, boom,
That's right.
boom.
And if
There
you
you
actually
go.
prepared questions and tried to read them, the audience would see right through it. This is
Yeah.
fake, Tim. This is not
Oh,
authentic Tim.
the audience
Yeah.
wasn't interested in your corporate questions.
Corporate questions. That's
Corporate
junk.
questions. They want the shit talk. Okay.
They want to hear him
Audience wants
trash
the
the guy
spice.
that
They
screwed
want
him
you to
over.
bring in the heat. The heat. Pepper in the spice.
You gotta throw a few real questions in there to make it legitimate.
To make it look legitimate. Hey, did you hear? He said that the really important what the really important thing that he mentioned is about the thing about Hodinky. That Hodinky is getting spicy and nasty. They're getting down in the dirt as well. So we might, I'm gonna try and to get bought out by Hodinky.
So just need to find out how much spice to turn it up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Hodinky would want to do a kind of a sponsor us. Right now these streams are sponsored by davidSW.com. Maybe we can get Hodinky on board. So you never know. Dirk Diggler, $2. O'Shane, how many penicillin shots have you had?
Only 4.
Only 4. There you go. Carolyn Martin, $20 super chat. Tim, I absolutely love your honesty.
Great to see Carolyn in
Thank
here.
you. Carolyn Martin, she's the best. She's helping me out. By the way, Carolyn, hopefully you see in the text messages I've sent you. Okay. That is, there is a thing that's going down in the background. It is the timwrite deal of a lifetime. Okay, I am under so much stress to I need to move this watch. Okay, my life depends on it. Literally right now, my life depends on it. I can't say why, but I need to move it. It's now or never. Carolyn, please ask your friend what's going on, and when you no stress, no rush. Huh?
No pressure.
No pressure. The pressure's on me. Okay, the pressure's on me. It is Sheen, yeah. Sorry, I'm dropping all these hints, but when if this happens, it's just my entire world is going to just really like explode.
You're getting an AP. I can tell. It's just
we'll see. When it's announced, it's just blow this world. My world is gonna. It's next level. It's gonna go to the next level. MD Chaz, $2. Bring up Christian's watch store. What's your favorite? That's a good point. Okay.
Theo Harris. He's the curator of theoharris.com.
That sounds so
heard
cool.
that over and over again for years now.
A
curator of the collection.
Curator. It sounds so cool. He's a curator.
Browse our collection now.
Let's check
it out. My name is Christian. I'm the curator of
Shop Vintage Watches. Look at this. He got this beautiful Lange. They don't make this one anymore. This is a gem. Literally a gem in the rough.
A Lange Onsune.
Oh, look at that. A Lange. It's kind of a Lange version of what they're called. Gondola. Kind of a gondola. Totally. It's tiny. It is it is by modern Lange standards, it's pretty small. They don't make kind of watches like this anymore. But what a beautiful chunky date.
It's from a different era. He has a lot of cool vintage stuff on there.
He finds.
By the way, we will maybe cover it later, but in the Sotheby's auction today, remember the Patek Philippe Gondolo that you were holding, the platinum one, from a couple of days. That sold for, I think, $250,000 today. Crazy.
What sold for 200?
The gondolo the platinum gondolo from Sotheby's.
Can you say gondola?
The gondola. Wait, not the cathedral, the gondola?
Yeah, it was the cathedral.
The cathedral.
Yeah.
That was a minute repeater. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. Mike S. $5 super chat. Great show, Tim, for the next case of White Claws. Thank you, Mike S. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you know what? These White Claws, they're freaking amazing.
You're getting pretty addicted to them. And are you switching flavors, or is it all the same flavor?
No, I'm switching flavors. There was a quick.
What's in a White Claw? Is it vodka or gin? Or...
let me see here what it says. It's spiked sparkling water with the hint of ruby grapefruit. Let me read it here. What does it say?
What's it spiked with?
Crafted using our unique brew pure process and only the finest flavors to deliver a surge of pure refreshment and a heart seltzer like no other. White Claw.
What's it got in it?
Tell you what kind of alcohol is in it.
They're not gonna say what's in it. It's
they don't
vodka.
say.
It's vodka, probably. Vodka's it's a great thing, but it's also a dangerous thing. Wow.
They don't say. Contains alcohol. It's 5%.
It's
Only
just pure
5?
alcohol.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Who the hell gets drunk on that stuff?
No, it's why. See, I had 2, and you can see how I'm 100% sober. I'm just a little bit relaxed. I'm relaxed.
Wait till you get to 6. 6 is when it starts kicking in.
Yeah. Casey Aquatis. Sugar water. Sugar water. It's a little bit heavy in calories. It's 100 calories. I'm surprised.
There's a lot of sugar in there, yeah. Just drink whiskey, man. There's no sugar in that shit.
Yeah, probably.
Stop eating food and just drink whiskey. And you get fucking...
Yeah, I do have. Look, did you see it?
Yeah.
A huge supporter of the show. Look what he sent me. This is so freaking cute. Right?
It's a regular 12-year-old, right, Johnny?
Yeah. It's black, but it's this bottle. It was like it's impossible to get right now because it's like a limited edition bottle.
Yeah.
So they don't make these anymore. But I don't know. It's very good. I gotta say, it is perfectly drinkable, clean. It's not one of those. I think it's black.
Johnny Walker Black. Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, because I had some of the red stuff with the
it's hard.
soda.
Yeah,
man, it's just
okay with soda. Well, you can't drink it straight. The red is the bottom of the barrel.
No, even with black soda, it was hard.
It was okay because Blade Runner they put out one as well because of course Deckard.
Oh yeah,
Harrison Ford's character had whiskey in the first one back in the 80s, and then in a weird looking bottle, and then they released the same looking bottle for the 2049 Blade Runner thing, and it was Johnny Walker Black 12. Yeah, they're big on marketing. It's very not Scotch, really, but it's okay. It's a blend. It's a Scotch blend. It's a bit of an oxymoron, but whatever.
Look,
I enjoy it. It's fine.
It's a bit of a joke because I call this show the Game of Watches, which is, I think, you know what? At 1,000, I'm gonna start. Actually, I'm gonna run with it. The Game of Watches. I think it's gonna add a bit of a theme to the show.
Sure.
Because it does get a little bit Game of Thrones esque at times.
It can.
With all the, right?
Yeah, the Red Wedding.
Yeah, we had
everybody kills one. Yeah, you just had a red wedding.
I just did. I was red weddinged. Okay, kind of. Well, I escaped the red wedding, so I'm gonna have to. Out. Yeah, ran out. No, you know what? I got totally. It was like it was 100% Morpheus Neo moment where I was told to take one of the pills, the green pill, or
the red or the blue pill. Yeah, which
blue pill,
what was the pill that you took?
I took the other one. I did not take the green pill. I call it the green pill because it involves the green room. So it's
the green room. Okay.
Yeah. So I did not take the green pill. Okay.
I think you did the right thing.
Fuck that. I was like, fuck that green pill. I want to have nothing to do with it. And I took the other pill, and I got the fuck out of there. You know how then that scene, then they found out, and there's all these guys coming after them. And then they're, you know what I mean? Where they're like kind of breaking the agents. Yeah. So I have all the agents actually coming after me right now. They're trying to sabotage my.
There are many of them. There are.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you're doing fine, man. You had a great show tonight with Christian from Theo Harris, and you had OC on.
He's just getting started, Oisin. This is
Incredible.
we're in
new
hour
beginning.
2 of 8. Hour 2 of 8.
A new beginning.
Are you doing 8 hours?
No.
No.
What I'm gonna do is actually I'm trying to boost my second channel where it's just kind of a relaxed thing where I gave keys to everyone that I know, and I'm gonna go for another half hour.
Nice.
I don't know if you want to stay the full half hour till the end.
I'm gonna keep puffing my cigar. Look, I'm here to support you, man. Whatever I can do, whatever. It's good. You know,
Cool.
I'm not gonna wander in like some big famous dude and go, oh, I've only got 4.5 minutes to spare. I'm here. I'm just smoking a cigar. I'm gonna do some editing once I get off.
All right.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah, because
Cool.
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run for another half hour. Then I'm gonna flip over to this other channel that I created. Which
Why don't we go for half an hour, then open the panel and on this channel for half an hour and see what happens.
Get some other people in. But you just for the record, you've been very good to me, Timmy, and we're good friends and all of that.
Hey.
So, and I appreciate that. I will not forget that. Okay. So,
Hey, I got your back
I got your back, man.
100%.
I got your back.
Anytime you need something, you let me know. Okay.
Absolutely. And vice versa.
Whatever it is. Okay.
That reciprocity does not extend to OC, though.
OC is so much more covert and in the background.
In the background, the shadows pulling
You're
the strings.
You're the shadow man. It's fantastic.
So I've already labeled with that already. I don't need more people adding
you need your
fuel
own
to the
drink.
fire.
You need your own booze, like the Sandyman port, you know, the guy, the strange character, the silhouette of the guy with the hat. You need your
Should I
own
wear a
drink.
hat? Yeah, hat. A dark hat,
the original
a
OC.
trench coat.
And a trench coat standing in a low light at the end of the street. You know?
I'll come to Venice. We can shoot it. You can fly me over like one of your.
I'll fly you over. I'll film you all sexy.
Hey, and you can OC, and you can let Oisin borrow your AP. That's a great watch. He can make
Sure,
video.
but if I let him borrow it, there's no timetable. No timetable ever.
Oh right, yeah, no timetable. I might disappear with it. Remember that. I might try to steal it covertly. Or so go. Seriousness, you can. I'll bogart it. Literally bogart it. I'll bogart that joint. Dirk, what the fuck you say?
What is this? Dirk 2000. Oisin, you ever dabble in any big black lady?
I'm actually going to answer this a little honestly because I know Dirk's questions are rhetorical and so on, and just funny. But
I think this is an extremely serious, literal question.
Yeah, it's very literal. No, but I'll actually answer it because it is interesting. Yeah. So how do I broach the answer to this?
What year was it? Start
so there was there's certain percentage of the audience when I was in a rock band, playing gigs. There was a certain percentage of the audience were the black girls, right? So the white girls want certain stuff. Black girls are into other stuff. And for some reason I had a strong, they're like, oh, I like him. If I'm going to get me a white man, I want that white man, And so I had a strong following. And one time it was in the Bowery Ballroom, very famous venue in New York City on Delancey. And we did a gig and I was in the green room and everyone left. And then next thing, this girl comes in and her friend held the door closed and she decided she wanted if it was a man, it would have been rape. But of course, rape can't happen. And I was just like, wow, she just decided to take the chunk out of that stuff. I was like, dang, yeah, that was some of my experience there.
Wow.
When they know what they want, they know what they want, But I mean, but I worked with a lot of amazing black singers. Myself and Dirk, the other Dirk from Eyebashers, we call it the Wall of Black, And when you get the black singer, you get 4 black girls, and their vibrato is so wide. It's just gets the sonic thing going. Whoa, they sing like, and it's just the wall. We call it the wall of black, because 4 white girls cannot create that sound that 4 black girls can. So we paid a lot of money for the wall of black. That's a beautiful thing. You just got to know the instrument that you're hiring.
Yes. Nice. I have some stories to share. Maybe next time it involved. It involved some things we were up to in New York.
Pre-roommate stories.
Pre-roommate. Maybe. Starchy, $2. Sheen, what are your thoughts on Archie?
He's the pontiff. He's great, but I felt bad for him when I went on recently and was booted off very quickly. I don't believe that Archie wanted to boot me off, but unfortunately, he's at the behest of his controllers, and that's when I felt bad for Archie.
Yeah, it's the behest. It's a little
the
bit
behest of his commanders, i.e., the people who pay his rent and whatever.
I think someone said that the what was it? The patients now control the asylum. Was it?
No, that was me.
Right.
Yeah. The inmates are now controlling the asylum there.
The inmates.
There it is. And Archie did not want to boot me. He did not, but he just had to. And I felt
there's no choice.
I don't give a shit about that other dude, fucking Russian weirdo. But I felt bad for Archie. I felt bad.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on there. René de la. It's not the same. It's not the same. Ever since I've been to Australia, Australia changed everything. Okay, unfortunately, it's very unfortunate, but it is. Things have taken on a different tone. Whereas before it was kind of innocent, it was a lot of fun. Now it's too serious. There's a lot of just anyways, it's just ridiculous.
Straight up bullshit. Straight up bullshit it is.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it works out. I mean, the whole point is just like I'm not going there as long as the bullshit continues. So René de la Pans, $2. Why has Village Full Ron has this wrench back? Ron, he's a Generation 1 troll. He doesn't mean bad, he means well. Okay, I think we all have to understand that he's a character. He's a character. Okay, he's cool. But here's the thing: we got Jenna to balance him out. Okay, so Ron the shrink, if he does something, if he misbehaves, Jenna G is going to keep him in check. Okay, so that's how we fixed it. Okay,
Right.
Because if he blocks someone, Jenna G is able to unblock them. So he's in control, right? He's there you go. She's and if she tells me that he's misbehaving, boom, he might lose that wrench right back. So thank you, Jenna, for
He's on
helping.
a leash. He's on a leash. He's got the wrench, but the wrench has strings attached.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I wouldn't recommend fucking around with Jenna. She will put you in your place real quick. Plap! She'll slap him back into reality. Okay, so just Ron, we love you, but behave.
By the way, I don't know if you heard, Oshin, that Blondie participated in the Sotheby's auction recently, yesterday, I believe, and she actually bid on a watch that
nice.
In the auction and won it.
Oh, great! Which one?
It was a Patek Philippe 24, like a 15-year-old version or a 17-year-old version of a modern watch. It's a part of their modern collection. It's a stainless steel watch. Kind of looks like a Cartier with diamonds on the bezel, and it's
beautiful.
It's very classy. Yeah,
well, that's wonderful.
Good for her.
Good for her. Fantastic. She has impeccable taste.
Bondage and discipline with a comment. Timmy, I'll talk to you later. I have a woman locking me in my office right now, so he knows what it's like. Very similar.
Guys,
it can happen.
Who's gonna buy me this last white claw? Who's gonna buy me this last white claw for the night? It's 300 calories actually, so it's I gotta be careful. the roommate has.
You're looking
made
better
me-
though. I think you went easy on the pizza slices. I think. brother.
Yeah. I quit. I had one salad for lunch today,
There
and
you
instead
go.
of cheese, I put
Now, wait a minute.
egg whites.
Wait a
Egg
minute. Wait a
whites.
minute. I was listening late last night after I left the stream, and then I thought I heard something in the background that you were going out for McDonald's. Is that true? Did that happen like 2 o'clock in the morning?
Did you break the rules,
I-
man?
I thought I heard fries and a McChicken, and Mathis is like, "Oh man, that McChicken looks so good." And you're like, McChicken.
I can't verify.
Wait a minute, did I have a dream? Because I am at the point where the live streams and the dreams are. It's hard to tell reality from from dream. Maybe you weren't at McDonald's last night at 2 a.m.
Look, I can't confirm nor deny it. It's
Okay.
as far as I know, it's
That's not the best for metabolism to be consuming, fries and McChicken and who knows what else 2 a.m. But anyways,
yeah.
Another White Claw, guys. $5 super chat for the next White Claw. The next
One more White Claw to
100
go.
calories of empty nutrition.
But I had very little calories today, so I'm doing well. I'm trying to go for that Christian look. I'm gonna have to lose like freaking 100 pounds.
What is this? What is this about? Loose Tooth brings up a comment here. Tim,
What about the
McChicken?
McChicken?
So maybe I wasn't imagining this.
With the ball.
Maybe Loose Tooth and I are having the same dreams.
What is this with the ball hugger
Ball.
shorts and chewing into a microphone?
Let's pull up the video. This
is a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. This
Loose
stuff
Tooth,
cannot
find
be
the video and a timestamp.
Yeah, can't be proven. Can't be proven. I'm sorry. It's all hearsay. Okay. Gotta tell you though. Gotta tell you. I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling good. Christian was a freaking sweetheart. A sweetheart. He inspired me.
Excuse
You
me.
know. Bless you.
Thank you.
He inspired me, and I'm gonna try and put his advice to work as I start the new channel, as I start my second YouTube channel. Bless you.
Sorry, is everyone okay if we open up the panel and see if there's anybody who wants to hop on?
Sure. Yeah.
7 o'clock. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see who wants to.
Yeah, maybe we'll have
Add
Rolex.
to
Rolex, I
mix.
think, wants to rejoin us. You know, we love that Rolex. By the way,
A lot of hateful comments about this. This is not accurate. It was a camera angle. You weren't.
Ah, it's a camera. Yeah, if I just change the angle, I'll lose all the weight.
People want to know
Brendan-
what you're drinking, by the way, tonight.
I'm having a little Talisker Sky right now.
Ooh, the
Just to-
sky.
it's getting late here. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
And you prefer that in a tin cup, correct?
Excuse me.
Bless
Sorry.
Listen.
I'm just like once it starts, it stuff. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll split
cool.
in a minute. It looks a little better on screen. That's all. Like if you can see what I'm drinking, it doesn't.
Okay, but it's not to keep it cold or to do anything. It's just visually.
No.
Bless you.
No, sorry. I got something in my nose. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Let me see here. I wanted to bring something up. You know, I was at the auction at the Sotheby's auction. By the way, man, the results, they were not like incredible. You know, it looks like we lost the sheen. I wanted to show him the watch that Blandica.
You probably sneezed and like knocked the camera over and the microphone fell
Yeah.
off the desk and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me drop the link just in case. By the way, if anybody wants to jump on, the link is down.
I think maybe Diego can jump on. Diego, who was responsible for producing and connecting Christian as a guest tonight, did a fantastic job. Jump on. Ooh, Mr. GMT.
Mr.
Jump on the show, Mr.
GMT. Another sexy show, boys, with a sexy panel. Well done. Thank you so much, Mr. GMT. I'm gonna drink this last White Claw here. As we, by the way, let's go back here to the Zenith. We comment a little bit on like how amazing the color was.
Yeah, there was a comment earlier that said that
Yes.
they wanted to see it with contrasting color subdials. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, you know what? That is such a Zenith thing to have like those contrasting subdials, right?
Mhm.
Oh, we got a machine back.
Sorry,
that?
Hey,
I
you're
got
back. You're back.
Some smoke in my nose. I just had to blow my nose. Sorry about
Oh, no problem.
So,
no problem.
show me the watch that Blondie got. Did you get
Oh
it?
yeah. Here we go. Let me show you here. OG
that is-
baby girl. $10 super chat. Timmy, good panel tonight. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Lily. Thank you so much, OG baby girl. The horsey loves you. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Check it out. Check it out. What do you think?
It's beautiful. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
the 24 Patek Philippe 24. All right. The danger on these auctions is always that maybe you get a watch that's a little bit outdated, but this is
No, I
literally
think she got-
modern.
If you click on
Everything
the-
about this watch is modern, except now they changed up the dial.
If you click on that, if you click on any of the images that you pull up, it blows it up big time.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, there we
wow,
go.
look at
Very,
that.
yeah.
Diamonds, beautiful, magnificent.
Yes, stainless steel. This
It's
is from
like
2005.
a Cartier tank, but it's a bloody Patek. So,
Yeah.
like she's going for gold here.
Yeah.
Like she's got the AP vintage AP gold,
Mm.
and she's got Patek. I mean,
Do you have a Patek Philippe?
I do not.
Neither does.
I mean,
Tim,
I
neither do
I have one here, but it does not belong to me. So that's why I've never shown it on the
Stolen.
channel.
Stolen.
It's not stolen, but it's no, it's my good friend, but it's like I can't show it on the channel because everyone will think I own it. But it's a heavy hitter, well known. It's stunning, but I never ever wear it, and I never show it on the channel. But I know the kind of horology that they make, and it is stunning. This is beautiful. That's a beautiful piece. 2005.
Yeah, now she paid. She bid 4,200 for it and won it, and then they added some fees on top, and it came out to like 5,100 something. Not bad for a particularly this. The retails. There's a version of this, a current model without the diamonds. I think it retails for 17,000.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's stunning.
Absolutely beautiful. I thought this is like the best case scenario. You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It looks like a Cartier. It's stainless steel and super functional. It's a Patek Philippe. It's cheap. I mean, there's like so many check boxes. It's got some diamonds on
5,000.
it.
You can't get better than this. Speedy Hernandez, $2 subscription. Oshin got canceled for the Wall of Black.
The Wall of Black. Well, yeah, like the female black female friends I have who are in the singer business, they always used to laugh at that. I'd be like, girls, I need the Wall of Black, They'd always laugh at me, and they're like, okay, so you want us to do, Ella Fitzgerald, or you want us to do big wide vibratos. They'd always get a kick out of it. It was funny though, like the different shows, we'd have makeup for all the violin girls who were all white girls, and then I'd have to hire a separate makeup and hair person for the black ladies because they got other stuff happening.
They got different.
They're like,
different
oh no,
needs.
no, we ain't using your white girl. We need a girl who knows our stuff. So I used to have to hire someone for to deal with all of that stuff, which they have other stuff, heavier makeup.
Holy fuck! Maldives, 90 pounds. What are the three watches to complement the Patek 24?
She just bought a watch. You want to make her buy 3 more now? I mean, come on, let her have a break.
She's
been looking for
she's
months
got
and
Rolex,
months.
she's got AP, and she's got Patek. I mean, come on.
She's
Did I
got
just say Patek? I mean Patek.
Patek, whatever. Interchangeable.
Patek Philippe.
Patek is where you have the horses.
Patek Philippe, a Grand Classique. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna think about this. We're gonna think about this. We're gonna address it in just a second. We're gonna read this super chat for $5 from Halgerstraat. $5. Timmy, I shared this with OC earlier. Picked up Explorer 2 Polar 16570 this morning locally. Tritium dial, 5-digit, 6,500 out the door. That's nothing, actually. What?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Now, the sad part of the story is that he's actually in the process of offloading or trying to sell his glass shoot original that he has to kind of make room for this in his collection. So he might at some point share with us where that is, and if anyone's interested in that particular model, that glass shoot original, the one that looks like the Longa, right? Reach out to Helgestrand on Instagram. He will hook you up.
Yes.
It's the green dial, if I recall, right? Was it green dial or blue dial? I can't remember.
Whew. How's your strat? Blue dial.
Blue dial, yeah.
Blue dial.
Hawkeye thinks
16570 for $6,500. Not bad at all, right?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hawkeye thinks categorizing people in groups is racist. Yeah, when you categorize guitarists from bass players, it's very racist. Yeah. And then when there's piano players, you categorize them as piano. It's very, very racist. You're right, Hawkeye. You're also dropped on your head as a child, probably.
Thomas Burnett, £4.49. Congratulations on 700 shows, Tim. Great panel tonight. I'm still 1 hour and 15 minutes behind. Thomas Burnett, thank you so much for the sweet words. And yes, we're 700 episodes deep. 700! Ah!
Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you. Marcelo time. Welcome to the show. The Vin Diesel of the wristwatches, literally.
Right.
He's trying. You know what Marcelo time is trying to do with his YouTube channel? He's trying to Vin Diesel. He's trying to do the looper. He's trying to time travel back and revitalize.
The Hebrew Vin Diesel.
The Hebrew Vin Diesel. The Hebrew hammer.
Look, guys, my birthday coming. I'm changing everything. I'm changing my.
This is the first time I hear that your birthday is coming.
Fuck you, Tim. But yeah, I'm actually I'm going to call myself a little bit different. I'm going to take the Marcelo time thing. I new image.
I help you out. I help you out, Marcelo. We'll rebrand. We'll create new image.
Oh, thanks, buddy. By the way, I'm liking this now because now it's starting to turn as a sunglasses the way that I wanted this glass to be. So,
you have transition lenses, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I actually wanted the sunglasses to be a vision, how we say, a reading glass. But this I'm going to do next time. I'm going to buy another one. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I like when Marcelo's on the show because finally there's someone on the show that's bolder than I am. So
yes. He makes all of us look very, very sexy.
Again, he looks like a dude who just got out of jail.
You know, I'm studying to grow a beard. And
a beer?
And you know,
a beer.
What is
a beer?
Yeah, beer. And
how you say beer?
Beer? Come on! I'm talking for language.
There's a D at the end, man. You're growing a beard. That sounds fucking great, though. You're making your own brew. That sounds fantastic.
Beer with a D on the end, Marcelo. I can't speak any of your languages, so
he's growing a beer. I'm growing a whiskey right now as we speak.
And we can't.
De Beers. My watch channel is a De Beers. Now there's an anti-Semitic comment if you want one.
Look, Oshin, one day you will do for me a 1 hour 101 to teach me proper English, okay?
Oh, that's
But-
fine.
That's a
Dude,
great line.
you're absolutely fine, of course. We're making funny about it. You're growing a beard, so you're gonna keep it bald on top, and you're gonna grow it out on this side. That's
I
pretty
don't know.
cool.
I mean, but something that is actually bad is here I still have kind of brown hair, no white hair, perfect.
Mm.
My mustache is half white, and nose hair half white, ear hair half white. I mean, everything is like half white hair.
But
Other
not on
places
your
as
head.
well.
So
But not in my
you're
head.
truly
you
a
might want to
mystery.
rethink your strategy then. Go back to growing your hair out in the top.
Diego says that Marcelo's native language is helium.
I feel it. Oh,
Yeah.
He's like whale.
Hey, you know what? We should super chat for Marcelo to go and get a helium balloon and for us to hear how he would sound.
yeah, that would be interesting.
I think only the
Yeah,
dogs
I
would
bet
be able
there's
to
gonna
hear
be
him
no
at that point.
difference. We actually what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen is we will find out that actually there's actually no difference, and there was actually a pipe leak where helium was coming into Marcelo's bathroom this whole time, and that's how it's gonna get discovered. I'm trying to find which AP Blondie has, but it's kind of difficult. I'm not sure.
Tough
where-
one. Might be there on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You're getting close there. They're
Tough.
very
It
similar
is
ones.
where it is something.
Yeah, it's kind of
tough.
tank looking.
Yeah, it's something tank looking.
There's a few
No,
there that look like it. That might be it. No, that's too square. Too square.
It's kind of yeah. It's close
Yeah.
in kind of like this. Let's just say it's close enough. It's close enough. So I'm just
Right.
trying to understand what's her collection right now, and what she might need. Okay, so currently she has 4 watches. All right, in her collection. It's to be
No,
this.
but she has G-Shocks and
She does.
other
But I'm
things,
talking about
Casios.
kind-
Yeah, okay.
watch.
caliber watches, right? So
Right,
she has the
right.
two-tone Rolex Datejust.
She does not have that one. She
No,
has
she has
an
oyster
oyster.
bracelet. Oyster bracelet.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. Close enough.
Okay.
sorry. But it's like, yeah, this is the watch she has. Kind of. She does have Explorer 1,
Yeah.
39,
Mark
Yep.
II.
Mark II. Yep, this one, right? Yeah.
That looks like a 36 Mark One, but
Well, look,
I might be mistaken. Maybe that guy's wrist is huge.
Maybe, but close enough. Close enough. We got close.
Fine.
It's all they're so similar. So she's got the Steel Sports every day. Then she's got the Datejust, kind of dressy. Got the AP, super classy, super dressy, and then now she has this Patek Philippe that's kind of a great, also another great everyday watch. This is a Patek equivalent of, I guess, Explorer 1. Imagine if they made Explorer 1 with a diamond bezel. That would be so freaking weird. But that's kind of what the Patek is. Okay. It is what could she change? What should she change? How can she add to it? Because I think this Patek, that's a staple that cannot go in the same way that I think she should never sell the roll. If she's ever going to be moving stuff, maybe the Datejust, because that's a you can always get this watch. Whereas the 39, you're gonna struggle with the 39.
Yeah, the 39 is monumental.
Yeah.
The Datejust, the two-tone Datejust is to be found on every street corner practically. It's very generic.
Exactly. It's so common. It's so common.
Yeah.
With the AP, that's another watch that I think, you know what? That's a great yin yang with the Patek, because Patek is steel on the steel bracelet, whereas the AP is precious metal on the leather strap. So it's very
And that's 2 Holy Trinity watches.
Yep. So
I mean, think
let's
about
start
that.
with completing the Holy Trinity. All right.
Vacheron.
Vacheron. Let's go Chrono 24 and see.
Yeah, she
What
may as well
kind?
go the jugular and get a vintage Vacheron Constantin.
Mhm.
By the way, the guy I was having dinner with this evening is French, and he was like, "It's Constantin, but the tan is more nasal." He's like, "Get it in your nose, tan," because I want to pronounce these things correctly. Yeah,
I thought it was Vacheron Constantin.
Of course, you did.
No, because they were telling me, I was pronouncing it Vacheron Constantin.
Constantin.
I got complaint. Someone was
Well, they don't know what that fucking. It's Constantin.
Constantin. I had someone saying,
If
"Oh
you know,
my
you know
God.
what wine, you know what wine is in French? Vin, vin,
Vin.
vin, vin, non vin,
Constant.
vin. Je voudrais
Constantin.
un verre de vin, s'il vous plaît.
I
Vin.
was pronouncing it correctly this whole time,
Right, Vacheron
and they were just
Constantin.
messing with me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is just.
Here's how you remember it: if you have a constant tan,
Mhm.
you have a tan all year round because you live in a hot country. You have constant tan. Is your tan constant? Oh, you have a constant tan all year round. A constant tan.
Constant tan.
Not teen. It's the same with
Teen.
Ulysse Nardin.
Because it's got the IN, on the dial it says IN.
Of course it's IN, but that's an. So Ulysse Nardin is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's just the way they fucking pronounce. Learn their fucking show some respect for their language. This is their language. Don't say Longines. Say Longines. Don't say, Jaeger Le Coultre. Say Jésus Le Coultre. Learn the shit. Like, you're a channel. You should know how to. When you say it, the punters will learn.
Yes.
You don't have to be a genius with these languages. I don't speak French either, but I feel like it's my responsibility to learn how to fucking pronounce these things
irony.
correctly.
That's the irony of this whole thing, is that I was calling Vacheron Constantin, and then someone in the chat was like, "Tim, you are doing this service to the community right now. You're doing these streams. You're better. You have to pronounce Constantin because it's got IN at the end. You have to pronounce that."
Were they from Texas?
I have no idea.
I mean, come on.
But
there's no way a person who speaks French, no matter what dialect of French, whether they be from Quebec or Paris, doesn't matter. There's no way they would correct you, unless they're just boisterous and they have an opinion. Which, let's face it, most of the viewers have, and they're fucking from some Shitsville place, God knows where, forgotten by the rest of the world, and they have an opinion, and they think it's teen because their local place says Constantine, Ulysse Nardin.
Ulysse Nardin.
This is a funny thing for me with the watch world. All the names are unpronounceable. No one says Alange Unzune properly. No, including Christian, by the way. Christian earlier, he goes Alange, or he goes Alange. It's Alange. Like, learn the I don't speak German either. I couldn't fucking make a conversation in German to save my life. But isn't it our responsibility to say these things correctly? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'll die on that hill, Watch me die on that hill in the distance while everybody goes Richard Mille,
Richard Mille
instead of Richard Mille.
Richard.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Oysen for helping us pronounce all these watch brands correctly. And Oysen, you're welcome anytime.
Oh God.
Yeah, you should say the French pronunciation. Poisson.
Oisan.
Poisson, because
Oisan.
Oiseau is a bird in French is oiseau, and it's almost the same spelling as Oisin. So it's Poisson Omélie.
Did you ever consider a stage name or a fake name like Chaim Vitz became Gene Simmons and
I know
Robert Rice and you never did?
I should be like John Smith or something. I don't know. It would make my life easier, wouldn't it?
Like you would be like John Sheen. You would take the Oshin and you turn it into your
John
last name, but
Sheen.
spell it Sheen like an American, and then you.
I can't take
Peter
Sheen.
Sheen.
Yeah, Peter Sheen. I can't take Sheen because of Charlie Sheen. So
Ah.
Sheen is gone. But whatever. At this point, it's fucking
Okay,
too
so
late.
no, so you'll always be at Oisin. Okay.
Oisin.
Hey, Trooper, $5 super chat. Honest thoughts after a few weeks ownership of the Air King. Hey,
Great watch,
actually,
right?
look, we're gonna talk about that. Just a second. I actually have to run downstairs. I think there was a delivery. Someone's telling me there was a delivery.
Okay,
So
that
I'll
must be
just
important.
leave you guys for a second. But before I leave, I think this Vacheron Constantin historique.
She doesn't need another watch. She doesn't need.
Well, but if she was gonna get another watch, I think, my God, this triple date. This is a little gem from Vacheron.
Expensive.
15 for triple. Is
$15,000.
it a triple date? Is
Wow.
it a triple date? Or is this annual? I think it's a triple
It's a
date.
stainless steel watch.
It is a stainless steel watch,
Oh,
but
come on, man.
it's all about the complication. It's a complication. There's one for 13.5 even. Holy,
It's actually really beautiful.
It is beautiful, but it's
what? It's a manual wind. Wow. Okay.
She just got a Patek. I mean, come on.
She just got a Patek.
Let her enjoy her Patek glory.
Let her.
Yeah,
Let
she
her.
doesn't need another. Last thing she needs is another stainless steel case watch.
I'm gonna.
That's true. She needs to go all gold, but the Patek is
gold.
bossed.
Yeah,
the Patek is bossed. She needs to go all gold. She needs an all gold piece. Gold looks great on that woman. Oh, that's a beautiful. Show us the back of that thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, look at
it's
that.
proper finished movement.
Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous. My God, and look at the case side.
Yeah, well,
it's just absolutely. This is a gem of a watch, and I don't know who the hell in their right mind is selling it for 13.5. This is just insanity, absolute insanity. Right now is a great. By the way, I don't know if you've been watching machine yesterday. We were talking about a wristwatch here. The Tourneau had a platinum. Let me see. Do I have it? Here we go. Let me bring this up. They were selling this watch right here. It was a Lange perpetual calendar.
Yeah, because
in platinum. For 50,000. Yeah, it was sold by the end of the show. I'll be right back. Just 2 seconds, guys.
50,000 it went for?
Yeah, this is platinum.
Jesus. That is.
Someone sent us the screenshot and it is actually on their website. And then by the time we were off the show, someone had snatched it. That person has not revealed himself, actually. So we have no idea whether it was a member of the audience or not, but strange coincidence.
It's a stunner. Look at the. It's got moon phase. Yeah, I mean.
Now, speaking of the Air King, you're in the process of offloading an Air King, correct?
The new Air King, yeah, I have it. I love it, but I don't need it.
You don't need it. So you bought it.
I don't need it.
You got it at retail, which is good. You don't need it. You're like, hey, let's see if somebody else wants it.
I actually paid over retail for it. I paid gray market for it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, okay, I'll take it and do a review. It versus the old one. And that was a nice video. And now that that's done, I'm like, yeah, someone else can enjoy
Who
it.
actually believes that Asheen paid over retail for the Air King?
I did. I paid 11.5 for it. I paid 11.5. I've paid over retail for a lot of watches. I paid over retail for the Daytona, the ceramic Daytona Black. 24 I paid. I paid 17 for the root beer. I paid over retail for I got a Sea Dweller over retail, and 3 days later got the call from the AD and got another one at retail.
Nice.
I paid over retail for a lot of watches. But when that happened, it was all pre-spike. The spike happened at the end of last year, beginning of this year. So now everyone thinks everything's crashing, but nothing's crashing. They just got back to where the fuck they were this time last year or after. So, I have no regrets. People were telling me I was crazy for getting the black ceramic Daytona for 24, and it went to 30 within a week, and then it went to 40, of course, in the spike. But then now the spike is gone, it's still back at 30 or 28 or something. Like, it's still way up.
Is that something you'll never sell?
Listen, some pieces you hang on to and you put them away. I can't really wear a Daytona. It's just not for me, not for my wrist. It's a lovely watch, but it's just not the right size for me. You know what's the right size for me? This thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. Yes, the,
right
AP
size.
Royal Oak chronograph.
41 mil, but it wears like a 43. That looks right on my wrist.
Yep. Sure does.
Yeah, the Daytonas are a magnificent watch, but they just look a little small and dainty on me. They look like a button.
Do you
Unfortunately,
think it's a possibility for the 60th anniversary of the Daytona, which is 2023? So a lot of rumblings about maybe there will
42.
be a significant update. Yes, who knows about that big? But maybe something significant. Maybe, I mean, they love to do things in a very evolutionary fashion. Maybe it's just 1 millimeter.
Right.
But maybe it's nothing. Maybe they do nothing. Maybe it's just the Rolex prediction crowd going crazy as they always do this time of year.
Well, they brought the Yachtmaster up to 42. They brought the Explorer 2 up to 42. That watch wears really well on my wrist. I think they do whatever they want to do. Rolex have their own artistic expression, and the rest of us sit around wondering why they did it when they did it. It's just like watching a rock band release a new record with new sounds. It's like, what's this about? Like, this is so new. Someone's got to be the leader. Someone has to be the Pied Piper. They've always been that way. No one would have asked them for a left-hand drive GMT or for a Tiffany dial OP or a Coral or whatever. They just do what they want to do or discontinue those, models. No one would have said that. That doesn't make business sense either, because they're not about business sense. I'm blue in the face telling people now. I'm blue in the face. And here I am, like, knocking on the wall going, guys, it ain't about that for them. You're all obsessed with business and the business sense of things. They don't give a shit. They're expressionists, they're artists, and they're charitable fund. They'll do whatever the hell they want, and we'll just fawn over every single thing they do. It's just like a person putting out a new record. It's the same thing. So that's where they're going. They'll put out a 42 Daytona if they damn well want to. Doesn't matter. And we'll all just, drop our panties over it. Like, that's what happens. Doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason to what they do, because they don't have to think about rhyme or reason. They're certainly not businessmen. One of the things that infuriates me is when other YouTubers think, oh, they're running a business, so they're thinking about the proper business. Are you fucking kidding me? They dropped the Hulk at the height of its fame. So did Patek, by the way. They dropped the 5711 at the height of its popularity. These guys don't give a shit about business. They're in a different stratosphere. They're not thinking about profit. They're thinking about artistic expression. They're like Banksy or Damien Hirst or someone like that. They're in that stratosphere, and a lot of us stupid idiots don't understand that level of shit. Like, we don't go to art galleries, and we don't understand why a Gauguin gets sold for $70 million or whatever. We're like outside that. We're thinking, oh, they're just going to do the smartest business thing. Kind of makes me want to throw up, to be honest. Sorry, I went off on a rant, but that's that's where I come in on these things. These guys are making art. We just all started noticing. If you don't have an appreciation for Liechtenstein or a Gauguin or whatever, you're out of your fucking depth. If you're into a Lange, if you're into Patek, if you're into high-end Rolex, you're out of your depth if you don't understand all the other art. We're all out of it. I'm one of us. Like, I'm one of, we're all part of the same guy. We're staring at these guys making these fantastic art artistic things. These dudes in Miami with their blinged out shit and like they have no clue, you know, if they were in the room with these people, they wouldn't understand the conversation. It's like a bizarre thing I've observed in the watch world. When I first got into the watch world, I thought I was entering a world of artistic might, but I fucking wasn't. And that's why we all sit back and wonder what they're going to do. We have no clue what they're going to do. In the same way as we have no idea what the next Radiohead album is going to be, or the next Lady Gaga album is going to be. Is she going to join up with some orchestra and do a jazz thing, or is she going to put out a new pop record? It's up to her. There's my
Speaking of panties dropping, welcome back, Marcelo.
Hey, no. I mean, what Toshin said, it does make sense. Take, for example, the OP with that music dial that actually they did, you know, with
Music
the
AP
Music.
yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, they actually think it's stupid and it's sell like crazy and it's super difficult to get. And this is also basically they can do whatever they want. They did a Black Panther in a watch also, so
yeah.
it's
They
like
do
yeah.
They AP walk an even stranger line where they do very experimental, very odd stuff, cheeky. I would call them, you know, there's a category in the watch world, audacity. That's part of the like artistic expression, horology, and so audacity is one of the factors. Audacity is a claim that they can make. And you know, I think AP walk that line. We're so audacious, we'll make something that almost looks crass and tasteless, but maybe isn't quite. And we're gonna bend your ear and bend your idea of what is a cool looking watch. And by God, do we follow, don't we? As fans, we follow. It's the same thing as a great composer, a great songwriter, a great book writer, an author, a filmmaker. Same thing. This is the world they're in, but it doesn't compute to the Paul Thorpes and the other people of the world, because all they can think about is money. That's all they have in their fucking brain is money. It's like, oh, they're businessmen. They want to make the most. No, that's obviously not what they're interested in. That's why did they discontinue the 41 Tiffany? That was a massive seller and it was huge on the market. They discontinued it after 1 year. It's a laugh. It's a laugh. Sorry, I'm getting angry now. It's just I've had a day with this shit.
Money. Speaking of money, let us talk. I just want to briefly show.
Sorry, I had an issue. Someone ordered a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. Not that I needed them. I didn't needed them. And someone
they sent you donuts.
Someone stole them. Yeah, someone sent me donuts, and they were stolen, guys. The fucking pieces of fucking shit at the door. Someone lied and stole the donuts. So I was trying to make sure that at least the guy gets his money back. So he got a refund at least. Oh, fucking assholes. He put the like the wrong apartment. He didn't put like he put the first part of the apartment, the floor, but he didn't put the apartment number. And then some guy freaking downstairs stole it. Just unbelievable.
Terrible.
So somebody sent you donut, the same thing like somebody sent to the other channel a pizza before?
Yeah. No, I had pizza sent here too. Then the roommate almost killed me. But man, actually, you know what? That's fucking lucky because it's donuts. I'm trying to lose weight, guys.
Yeah, you don't need the donuts, man.
Yeah, so it's for the good. It's for the good.
The second you get a bite of one of those, you're gonna hammer through it like the whole box. You don't want to touch that.
Yeah. No. Fuck that. So got very lucky. Sorry. Oh my god, that was sold for 700,000.
Yes.
Oh, see?
Well, that's
yeah. This is the doctor. It has the blue pulsation dial. So it's very cool.
On the interior, can you zoom in? Or there's no? Oh yeah, you can. Look at that. See on the inside, there's that very subtle pulsation meter.
Yeah. So
but this is not a polynomial, right?
The pulsation dial is for a doctor, correct? To check your pulse, right?
Yeah, this is called the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is like, that's amazing.
There was that one. This one which you recognize, right, Tim?
That's
This
the
is-
cathedral. The cathedral.
Yeah.
Annual calendar with minute repeater. Well, actually, we got a chance to handle these in person at the Phillips in the city.
Yeah.
When I picked up the pulsation dial, they told me that that's probably going to sell between $500,000 and $1 million. My hand actually started shaking. I literally I freaked out because I didn't want to drop it. My tripod that I use for my phone to stream from broke. So I was holding the phone with one hand and kind of semi holding the watch in the other hand.
Yeah.
So it got very scary very quickly.
315,000.
Wow. That
Beautiful.
is incredible. And oh my
Just take-
God.
Well, that
This-
is holy grail level shit.
Mm.
Look at that.
White gold.
Fuck.
Salmon dial. Oh, now I see why I couldn't see that this was a perpetual count. I thought it was a annual calendar because it is much smaller than the modern iteration of this watch. And actually the subdials, the chronograph subdials, the leap year indicator is so tiny. I don't know if can you see how, my God, it is just incredibly tiny. Oh no, actually no. I knew this was a perpetual. It was the other one that I thought was, but still, this one so subtle, so subtle. 5970.
1.3 million.
Jesus,
Wow.
This
unreal.
one and we can skip it. But this one was this one.
Yes, this one. How is this a perpetual? Did this say it says perpetual? Okay, zoom in on the dial. See, I can't. Where's the leap year indicator? I'm blind. I must be blind. Because, or maybe it's internal. But there's no on its face. Or maybe I'm blind.
No, I think you're right. I mean, it may be just internal that it keeps
Okay.
up.
Yeah, it's probably internal because it confused.
This is a very small watch. Look at that crown.
Tiny.
Okay.
Yeah. That crown is
Crown is
so
oversized.
chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, 35
Tim,
million.
could you zoom in?
35. Okay. So that explains.
Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. That moon phase indicator is so beautiful as well. The
blue hand
beautiful
there,
patina.
too.
Not crazy about the Arabics like that, you know.
Yeah.
For a piece like that, I prefer Romans, but okay.
Yeah.
1.6
Holy
million.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Go back to the more attainable stuff. There's
The holy grail status.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. That's gorgeous.
You know,
Put yourself-
yesterday I saw OC watching the auction, and you hear the numbers. 1.2 million. Who paid 1.7? Come on, only more 600,000 is okay. And I'm like, only 600,000?
Well, to these guys. Yeah, to these guys.
Yeah, this is 33,000. It seems a little tad overpriced for this, but
it's a beautiful condition version. Maybe that's what it's all about.
yeah.
Yeah, because it looks so pristine, and clearly the red has turned into a lovely candy pink.
Yep.
Classic.
All that patina, it's all about that shit.
So
Ugh.
classic.
She's like, whoa, holy grail level shit.
Yeah. That is true holy grail. Not this stuff. It's unbelievable.
All right, guys, I'm gonna split out. Thanks for having me.
Hey,
Tim, congrats on
Stream.
the great stream. Fantastic. Great to see you striving and moving up in the world. Thanks for having me, guys.
Aw.
Sorry about my big fucking angry rant there.
No,
Comes out.
Tim,
eventually.
Tim didn't get to hear any of it. He was too busy trying to figure out the Krispy Kreme refund.
Yeah,
The
you were
Krispy
spared.
Kreme
The
debacle.
donuts spared
the
you of
donuts.
my big pontification, my
Aw.
big thing. So anyway, guys, have a good night. Great seeing you all.
Have a
Thanks for
great
having
night.
me. I'll
Take
see you
care.
all soon.
Rock on, man.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this turned out to
But-
be an incredible day. By the way, he ended up just PayPaling me the amount and said, just fucking order your own donuts, you cunt.
But by the way, Tim, I didn't
Yes.
want to disturb you earlier. I did start the show earlier, and
Yes.
listen, you going forward in an amazing rate.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever go back to you know who.
No,
Don't
no,
because
no, no, no.
basically you will never get T and Harris. You will never get the more future people that you're going to get soon because you distance yourself. Some people are going to hate me to say that, but you know somebody have to say it. So
Right.
just
Right.
go
And
forward.
that's,
You
I
know.
mean, that's the unfortunate kind of truth. That's the unfortunate truth. I mean, obviously, I appreciate all that this gentleman that you're talking about has done for me. But I mean, you're kind of right. I mean, it's just but it's all good. It's all good. There's two shows. They exist. They're different. They're parallel, and people can watch both. So, dude, it
Yeah.
would be it could be it would be nice if the person that you're talking about would also acknowledge what I have done for him, because he'll acknowledges it in person. He says, Tim, I with you I made more money than I would have ever made. Okay, in
Look.
private,
There
but
is
in
always.
public he always says like, you stole the leads.
No, I'm going to say like this. I'm going to say like this. Always we
Mm,
have, always using the terms like, I am the teacher. I am the one that did it first, and then I'm going to
mm,
say, okay. Sometimes you go to school and the teacher teach you economy and teach you business, and you
yeah,
become the billionaire, and he still continue as a teacher, right?
right.
So. You can look at it this way, if he teach you how to be, let's say, somebody, but they still continue being where it is, right? So that doesn't mean that the teacher is always better than the student. Let's put it
Yes.
this way.
It's a very interesting way of looking at it, Marcelo. It's a very, very interesting way. Thank you for that perspective. Yeah. Hey, listen. Let's keep going here. I guess, right? Let's see. Oh yeah. OC, thank you so much for dropping the link. If somebody wants to join us, so we will keep going. I would also. Look, you know what? I think maybe it's best if I make a video for the Maldives question. What three pieces to add for a perfect kind of four-piece collection for Blondie, but we could also take a look at what Vacherons are available there if she were to complete the Holy Trinity, right? She's got her paddock, beautiful choice. She's got her AP, beautiful. Now she needs a VC, and we could kind of go through and look at what's available on the market. I don't know, or we
Isn't
can
Blondie watches?
Blondie. Yeah, she's in the chat. She's in the chat. Oh, by
Okay.
the way, I had to also I left I forgot I didn't answer this question. Uh uh Trooper was asking what was the Air King. Oh, he didn't realize that it was for Blondie. Okay. Okay. So maybe we could do it just
But
generically, like what three
but
piece. Yes.
by the way, Tim, you have the new Air King, right? And did you
Yes.
had a chance to have both? Somebody gave you, let's say, an old version and the new one, and just stare at both of them and see really face to face the difference.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know anyone, however, in the city. Oh, actually, I do know someone. You know what? An old friend of the show. He lives on the hiking trail where in on Long Island. I could go for like a little bit of a breakfast with him and do a comparison to
That
compare
would be
the two
nice.
Air Kings. That's a great idea. But to answer the trooper's question, honest thoughts on after the few weeks of owning the Air King, it is you know what? it's a great watch, but I'm also incredibly blessed to have gotten it, and to have this kind of amazing story to tell with it.
It's
It is a
beautiful.
it is amazing. It is quirky. It is different. I like it. It doesn't get boring. That's what I find it very, very interesting. Is that when I look down at it, it's kind of, it's hard to look away because you're kind of looking at the green, at the yellow crown, at that weird font on the Air King. So it keeps your interest. It keeps your interest. And most importantly, it's got all those Rolex functions that I'm used to. The amazing bracelet, the crown guards, and I love one thing that I really, really love is that
I think Oshin have the old version also.
I think he made a
He
video
has the
on
new one.
comparing. Yeah,
He has
got both.
Well,
Yeah.
He's selling the one while you were rectifying the Krispy Kreme dilemma.
Yeah, the Krispy Kreme
You
dilemma.
were talking about how he is selling the new one.
Yeah.
He's selling the new one. He preferred the old one.
It's not about prefer or like or dislike. It's about getting a watch and then selling it. Getting a watch, using it, and selling it. So he's got so many watches. He's so many watches. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? He's liquidating. He's consolidating his collection. Right? Nothing wrong with that.
But I say I love the chunky crown. Okay, it's got this massive, massive crown on it. Just absolutely huge compared to the Explorer. Like on the Explorer 2, the crown is much smaller than the one on the Air King. I really love that crown. It's almost like they took it from the Submariner or something. It's insane. Giant crown.
And you have Loom on the 3906, right?
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
This is awesome.
It's amazing. It's absolutely
the old one
amazing.
doesn't. The old one doesn't.
No.
No, the old one does. The Mark II dial does.
Yeah, it's just got the plain indices. But yeah, I love it. Trooper, I freaking love it. Love it. It's incredible watch. And because it has such a story, I feel like I'm never going to be getting rid of the Air King. Air King is to stay forever in my collection. Unfortunately, I wish. Well, at least we'll see. At least for the time being, for the next 10 years, it's not going anywhere. It's the beginning of my YouTube, the new YouTube journey, So, yeah, let's talk about okay. Let's think of it this way: the paddock, right? Let's say, because he didn't realize that this was Blandy's watch. That Blandy got this watch. He joined a little bit late. He saw this watch. He's like, okay, let's build another. Let's add 3 more watches to this paddock and build a 4-piece collection around it. Okay, for a lady. Okay. So knowing that,
someone can jump on. I'm going to jump off. I have to grab some food, and I will be back later, or maybe not. Have a great night, guys. Peace out.
Hey, Marcelo.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Marcelo. Let's do it. Okay.
4 pieces. They stay in Patek or can go anywhere.
Anywhere. I think, the way I would love to structure this collection. A Holy Trinity, right? And a Rolex.
Okay, so Rolex, we probably know where it will not be under 36 millimeter. This is pretty much what I would choose for my wife. That is very nice size for ladies, and still look great, and it still can go for men's as well. But I would actually pick for her how we reconsider a sheeter, something that is cheaper, but I still think is beautiful. Is a 36 millimeter Tag Heuer. I think how do you call this? The diver one. They have the Aqua Racer 36 millimeter with a green dial. It have a green dial with some diamonds in the indices. It looked absolutely amazing. Check that out with a green
You know what? Look,
rubber strap.
I think I know what you're talking about. That is actually I bought one of those. Well, not exact that watch, but I bought an Aqua Racer. I helped someone buy an Aqua Racer, 36 mil with I think it was with mother of pearl dial. But Blondie, look at this. Blondie is very look at this. She's got great ideas. Daytona two-tone white dial. So Paddock, she's saying add to this Daytona.
She have hands for 40 millimeter watches, right?
As a Rolex, huh?
She have hands for 40 millimeter watches.
Well, the Daytona is technically like a 38. You know, it is. I measured the Daytona with my calipers, and it measures 38.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Daytona is a tiny watch. Unfortunately, or fortunately, maybe in this case, for her. But this Daytona, incredible. And then she says,
if she wants, she can go to my platinum one. I mean, go ahead and kill Marcelo completely.
Platinum is very heavy. I don't know if it's good watch for a lady.
There is a trick with heavy watches, and you know I have my white gold. You need to do it when I say tight, is that is have zero play. It's like you really make it quite stiff. You know, it's very similar. You know, in tennis when actually we putting headbands and things. It's very tight, so then you don't feel the weight.
Yes.
And as most of us that collect watches, you can wear a watch like this for several hours because you're not going to keep it in your hand for free 2 months. You know, like you're
maybe for a special occasion. Yeah. Hey, I'm Tom Austin. He says he missed Christian already. Hey, we're gonna have Christian on again. Well, hopefully he's gonna be on as a permanent guest.
There's something I wanted to tell you later, but it's not a big deal. I can say now. It would be awesome. It would be awesome if you can kind of collaborate with him and maybe even go to his store. Because it's
not even that far, Marcelo. It's not even that far. It's not a crazy thing to say. It will be very, very easy for me to do that.
Go there and see what he have in store.
It's New Jersey. It's maybe by train it's about 2 hours. You know, and I can probably meet up. You know, with OC, Small G. We got a whole bunch of people there who can help me out.
That would be awesome.
No, yeah. It's no problem whatsoever. Yeah. Listen, as I'll be in touch with him much more often now. I think he really enjoyed doing the live stream together here with us. So it's gonna be incredible.
You know, I always knew he's cool, but he's very, very cool. He's
very cool, right?
Very open mind.
Yeah. Now Blondie is adding. Let me just take care of this. You know what was really cool? Christian, he had that Cartier Santos.
Yeah.
Or was it? I'm not sure if it was Santos. Maybe it was some other. One. I mean, it was a Cartier, but there's few of those like they look like Santos, but it's not really Santos. It was this one, right? So it was Santos. He had this one right here, full gold. This is such a Christian from Theo and Harris watch. Yeah,
I actually have another Cartier that have an invisible dial. The dial is completely covered. Like that watch is amazing.
Hello, Ranger.
Did I miss Christian?
You missed him by a few minutes.
I didn't have the chance to ask about him and Anna. Damn it.
Yes. I thought Anna was Jenny L.
Okay. Now, here's the question I'm looking. Oh, what's you eating, by the way? Broccoli?
Broccoli. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think socialists like broccoli.
Why do socialists like broccoli?
I didn't think they liked broccoli.
Well, technically, I'm not socialist. I'm just fat guy. I'm desperately trying to lose weight. So
Gotcha.
the roommate prepared some of these broccoli for me.
Well, it's because
And Tim,
it's-
one more very important thing: don't put this stream on private. Or sorry, on keep it public. That one.
I am.
all right. So
Please, Rancher, keep going.
well, anyway, I had so many questions. It's just like if I ever had the chance to talk to AC2 or Papa Pluta, I've literally got a notepad that I've got covered with questions.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, there might be some insights in the movie, which is coming soon. AC3, the movie, is coming soon. I think it's gonna. By the way, if you have any kind of AC3 related questions, we could do those on the community channel. I have a lot of insights, Rancher. A lot of insights.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now here's also the question. What do you guys think about the iPhone that's coming out tomorrow, the 14 Pro?
A whiskey wrapper.
Whiskey. I think it's amazing, actually. Well, it's not mind blowing, right? I'm not gonna go out and run and trade my 13 Pro for it, but I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. iPhones just work. What phone are you using at the moment?
Well, the 13 Pro, but what I've been hearing is that the bigger sensor on the newer version, along with the better telephoto, I mean, not wide angle lens, ought to have a lot better macro shots, and that would be really good for like zoning in on a watch or zooming.
Hold on a second. There's a problem. There's a fundamental problem with that. Is that the new sensor is only on its primary camera, not on the macro camera. So the macro shots, there is a new macro shots camera, but it's not going to be much better than the current one.
No, actually, I think one of the three on the back is supposed to be the wide angle camera.
And also something that Tim said is like 4K is already fantastic for YouTube in general shootings. I mean, they're going to say that they actually do 8K. I think you said they eat the memory like crazy, and they want you to eat the memory, and completely pointless.
Bezos, $5 super chat. Anna is doing photography and videography for her brother's band, from what I know. Okay. There we go. Well, see, here's the thing, Christian. If you saw, I asked him a few questions. I think there was quite a few insights from how important YouTube is to him. And as you probably saw, it wasn't like his priority, right? Like YouTube is just an extension of his business. It's a way for him to kind of advertise his creativity, right? Like he likes doing this creative work, right? Like what he did for Longines, right? He said he went to he flew to Switzerland. He hired a videographer, right? So like Stephen Monash, $10 super sticker, #1 fan. Stephen Monash, thank you so much for supporting this channel. And I'm hoping to kind of use the structure, right? Like what he did. What I need to do is I need to make some friends here in the YouTube space, and so that I could, like, maybe there's people who really love, I don't know, doing a particular aspect, and we can combine our skills together. So he's not a one-man operation, right? He's got Michael, and he's got, I think, someone that he's got like a couple employees. So he's got a team. They're all working together, and I'm, you
Yeah.
know,
But what
yeah,
is nice, he started to advertise and basically for his main business, but he's starting to run with it, having fun, and especially with this friend, the partner. They laugh in half of the show, and
yes,
they almost don't do too much editing. They actually leave almost a lot of raw of the screw ups and the laughs and
yes.
a lot of. It's very fun to see that. You really enjoy the interaction. You really see who he is
It's
in
great
person and
chemistry.
not. Yeah, and you see who he is in person and not like okay, a script and this is the way I need to talk, and after
Yes.
that, you really see all raw, and you
The
really enjoy
videos are
that. You
not
really,
scripted, although they're edited
yeah.
down for YouTube, and there is a little bit of a visual. Uh, uh, there's a little bit of B-roll added to keep audience attention, because some audience, if the image is static, people kind of tune out because um, there's not enough visual interest. But they got good like B-roll to keep cutting back and forth and keep people visually engaged so that they're able to listen to the conversation. It would be amazing if Marcelo could just do 720p.
No, I think he should go back to 360.
I actually shoot everything in 4K. That's why I take a lot of memory. Actually, everything was 4K. I mean, I actually had a trick by cropping images by
Yeah.
one big image, and it worked fantastic.
Sergio 9999 Rancher, if you want macro shots, go for a real camera. An old Canon with 50mm macro lens is much better than the iPhone. You know what's good? What's good from? I totally agree.
The best camera you have is the one you've got in hand.
No, you know what?
What?
If you
What?
want real good macro shots, you need to get this thing. 1 second. Macro lens kit for iPhone. So yeah. What you really need to do is you need to get this. I think it's called shift camera.
Shit camera?
Shit camera. Yeah, the shit camera. And yes, that's it. What you need to do is you need to get this thing here, okay?
No, Tim, I know. Write down a moment lens. You need to get a moment lens.
The moment? No, I mean, look, this is good
They
enough.
are more
I mean, look,
expensive, but they are
he's a
very
rancher.
clear.
He's not gonna get too crazy. But like the pro lens, this thing, it changes. It truly it does make it better. This one macro. Get this thing. It is better because because if you use iPhone's macro lens, it's no good. What you want to do, you want to use the primary lens that the camera uses, and then use this lens to zoom in. Okay, that's the only way to get a decent macro shot from the iPhone. Okay,
Nice.
yeah,
All right.
and it's like $100. And let's see, view pricing. Yeah, it's $100. It's not cheap. It's not cheap by any means.
I have this.
You have this? How does Marcelo have this? Yeah.
You have an option that they come, as you saw, they come in a case that you screw.
Yeah.
The case already broke a long time ago, so I have a clip. They also come with a clip that you screw and you put on the clip. I was using, especially with the 11 Pro, with the 13. I didn't really felt necessary, but yeah, you can put it on the main camera, on the main lens.
Yeah, I think this does improve the photography a lot, and I was actually thinking of getting this, but I mean I have a proper camera. I should not be
right.
I should not be using this. But Rancher, I highly recommend this.
I will go check it out. Anyway, I just wanted to come by and give you my support and
Thank you.
you all have a good time with Marcelo.
Thank you.
Hey,
Take
Ranger.
care.
Take care, Marcelo.
Hey.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, let's keep going here. So we two piece. We got two piece. It's actually three piece so far. So a paddock, got the paddock, We got a Rolex, the one and done Rolex, the perfect Rolex, the Daytona in two-tone with the white dial for a
Yeah,
lady.
you know what a nice Daytona two-tone would be?
What?
Something that they actually refer to the Maserati dial.
The Maserati dial?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yes. That is a good one. But yeah, fair enough.
actually go very much up in value, that one, and I think that one is expensive. No, was discontinued.
Yeah, but the white one, this white one, it's so cheap at the moment. That's a great for a lady. For a lady, I think the Maserati, it's kind of a men's watch, I think. Okay, but for a lady, this is better, right? So, and then we got a Cartier, got a beautiful Cartier, solid gold. These are also not that crazy expensive. 15,000 kind of feels like a bargain, you know?
A quartz, I would assume.
Yeah. Both of these are quartz, right? The Patek is quartz and the Cartier is quartz. Gorgeous watch. My God, this quick Christian wears this. He's like, looks like a lady's watch. My watches look like ladies' watches.
Yeah, Christian wear 32 millimeter watches also, and for him somehow it look amazing.
Well, he's very skinny. He's very skinny. You know, he's a skinny, good-looking guy. Okay. Now let's see here. So he's got a Rolex, waterproof. This one, and you know what? What else? What else can we add? Let's go to Chrono 24. I'm thinking Holy Trinity. We got the Patek. What are we missing? A leather strap watch, right? We need a leather strap watch.
Money is not object. Money is no way.
Well, no, it is object. Money is not unlimited.
If money is not limited, I would go to the Bonbon collection of the RM.
Yeah, no. Money is limited. Come on, Marcelo. What do you think? Blondie is made of money? You know? No, Marcelo. Blondie is not made of money. Although she's got money, she's not made of money. Okay, because in that case, 222 would be amazing. But
actually, a nice Vacheron Constantin could work.
A nice Vacheron Constantin on a leather strap would be amazing. You know, like one of these patrimony.
But by the way, I don't know if did Vacheron Constantin did the overseas lady size? Let's say a smaller.
Well, no. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. There's one right here, but she doesn't need it because her Patek is like this, right? Think about it. Right, look at this. It's a diamond.
Nice. Look beautiful.
Very nice. Yeah. It is gorgeous. This is a kind of a hidden gem in a way, right? Because
for the ladies, it's quartz.
For the ladies, yeah.
Mechanical. Is mechanical or quartz for the ladies?
I think this is quartz. Must be quartz because it's for the ladies with the diamond indices, right? So I think it's gotta be.
It look almost like a kind of the dial look like a pearl dial, no?
Yeah. It's mother of pearl dial. Yeah, beautiful though. Yeah, see. Yeah, so it's gorgeous. It also only 12,000.
Not expensive. Yeah. Nice.
No, it's good. But I don't think she needs this one, right? Because because if we're building a collection, right, and that collection already includes this Patek, right? So she really needs and she already has. No steel, useless. It's a two-tone Daytona. Yeah. She says, "Oh yeah, unlimited money because she's got the daddy's money." No, we're kidding. She's kidding. Okay, she already has a Patek, but sorry. She already has a Vacheron on the strap, but we're just looking at it again. If we had a choice, right? Let's see what would be like a beautiful option here. I've seen this one in person. It's gorgeous. Let's see. What am I? Actually. This would actually be not a bad option. I'm sorry that I keep going back to this one, but it's on a leather strap, right?
Well, it's an annual calendar.
It's not annual. I think it's a triple count. It's a triple calendar.
Really? For
Yeah.
very good price for it.
Stainless steel on the strap, right? It's very good price, and it's got incredible finish on the back. So if you want to show off the finish, unfortunately, there's no image here. I
And
think
this
these
is a
three.
Vacheron Constantin.
It's a Vacheron Constantin, yeah.
It's amazing.
No, it's Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin, okay? We need to
Amazing
say it
value
correctly.
for the back.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I think there we go. I think this is kind of a 4-piece because we're adding a bit of an open case back horology into the mix, right?
What do you think about Omega? Does you like Omega, like a nice lady Omega or something?
I don't think we need Omega in this collection to be honest, because we got a Cartier, we got a Rolex two-tone Daytona. Why would you want to go down to Omega and the Vacheron? And then with the Vacheron, the only thing that we're missing is an AP. And she actually hold on, she already has an AP. An AP, you add a Royal Oak and you're fucking done. Okay, in ceramic, black ceramic, like she always wanted. Ooh, yeah. Look, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a 1.5 hour break, and then I'm gonna start another live stream at 10 o'clock. What do you think? Sounds cool?
Sounds great. I need
All
to
right.
talk to you about some strategies I need to do too. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we can talk about this while I eat off the stream. What do you think, guys?
Sounds
Hey,
perfect.
if you enjoyed this live stream and you want me to bring on more incredible guests like Christian, please hit that upvote button. I would really appreciate it. Upvote. Let me know that you enjoyed the live stream in the comment section below. Become members. Okay, let me drop the link to my membership program. Become members. Here, drop the link. There we go. Make sure you become members to support the show. I'm going to try my best to bring you guys incredible high quality content going forward. Okay? Love you all.
Yeah.
And I'll see you in 1.5 hours if I take a little bit of a dinner break. Bye, everybody.